Okie dokie. Live.
Sweet.
We're live?
Yeah.
Okay. Welcome to tonight's episode of Tabletop This.
Woo.
We're having a special event going on here for the moment. I am Kevin, and I will be stepping up into the DM's chair for a couple of sessions here as we take a break from the Fae and Beyond, and we're going to run a small mini adventure for some of us here from a personal favorite world for a few of us here, the Grim Hollow universe from Ghostfire Games. Joining us here tonight, as always, who do we have?
I will start over.
Shelby. I'm playing
Alright,
my new
thank you.
character.
Names.
Just, you know.
I will be Sana, and I'll be playing our cleric, which will be of the Eldritch domain.
I'm Hannah. I'm playing our Highway Rider Rogue.
Cool.
Celeste playing as the Bulwark Fighter.
Oh wait, did you want to go?
No, fucking, I
Oh,
don't even
sorry. You're cameraman right now.
Just-
I just missed
fine.
on that one.
That's fine. I don't need to be involved. That's cool. Fuck it up. I'm going home.
Well,
You are
he
home.
says-
What are you
I'm
talking
going
about?
to bed then.
No.
Go.
I'm Logan. I'll be also being the Highwayman Rogue.
I am Noah. I will be a Dragonborn monk of the Letting Crown.
I guess I should say that I'm a, what is it, Green Reaper Ranger? Is that what it's
Yeah.
called?
Green Reaper, yeah.
Pretty dope. Never
Yeah.
played a Ranger before. I'm excited.
These ones are particularly
Is it-
nasty.
Yeah, I feel like this Ranger is going to kill all other Ranger classes.
Yeah,
or
it'll be a
subclasses.
human way of pride monk.
It's super good.
Nice.
So, a little background on the Grim Hollow universe. It is a dark fantasy setting set in the continent of Aetherius, where the gods are dead and every day is spent in a bleak existence where victory can most likely just mean you survived. Our group here is going to be assembled in hopes of the death of the Mad King of the Mad Emperor, of the Borak Empire, King Leopold I. Now, before we can actually get to that, though, we need to have our heroes.
Characters, yeah.
Session 0.
Please use that word lightly. I heard 2 highwaymen rogues and an eldritch domain cleric.
We're the heroes this world
What the
deserves.
fuck?
Did it? What the flip?
I hate this camera so fucking much.
Oh no, do we need to start over?
No, it doesn't stop, but this camera shuts off on its own.
It's my fault.
Okay, we'll do it live.
Doing it.
So, first off the bat, Shelby.
Oh god.
First off, character's a ranger, correct?
Yes.
Ranger.
Wasn't always so.
Ranger. And what is that?
Wasn't
name?
always an adventurer.
Revna. R-E-V-N-A. Dormir. D-O-R-M-I-R. Dormir. Was that a horrible accent, Sana?
No.
Dormir.
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 Yeah.
Alright. And where is Revna Dormir originally from?
Where's the map?
There's a map.
That's a good question, actually.
Where were like the dreamers from originally?
Oh,
Oh,
isn't
you're a
it the
dreamer.
mountain?
Yeah, I'm a dreamer.
Wallendorf? No?
And you would most
Steinwalds.
likely be
It's the
somewhere in
mountains
this
down there,
mountains.
yeah.
Okay, yeah, that.
Wasn't it the construction of Steinwalds?
Parts of
If
it.
you
Yeah.
want, you can look at the map that's inside the book too.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll look at it. Yeah, so I
And
guess
you can
I
actually
guess
read
there
the text.
that area maybe a
It's,
little bit
turned
outside of it, I
sideways,
guess.
yeah.
Okay.
I don't know how far they expanded after being awoken, but
You got Xanathar still?
Here.
Yeah, that's the
Yeah.
Steinwalds is right there in
Yeah.
the
trying to
mountains
think of the
here.
background.
yeah,
Oh, the Grim Hall is.
Rock Teeth Mountains.
Yeah, but I didn't. I'm trying to
That's
remember.
a cool mountain
Oh,
range.
Oh wait, how old am I? I forgot to write down my age. I think I said it was like 98 or something.
You can be really old as a dreamer.
Dreamer, they live to like 250, I think.
Okay.
Not nearly as impressive as like elves, but
They could
pretty
have
good.
technically been around a long time. Though.
Technically, yeah.
Now,
Bless you.
as a higher level character, your character has been around for a while.
Bless
Even
you.
after the awakening.
Yeah.
At this point in time for the story, the Dreamers are, a presence in the city and
Yeah.
have spread out. The awakening happened quite a while ago, even for the past for you guys.
Yeah.
For the Grim Hollow campaigns that we've played in before,
Oh.
this event here is taking place about 70 years in the past from that. And the awakening and everything would have happened several hundred years ago,
Yeah.
even then. So, tell me a little bit about Revna.
Well, she's out for blood.
Good start.
Yeah. Was neutral, because I've read in the book that they're prone to being neutral, and then after the slaughter of her people, village area, she's like, "Shit, I'm gonna kill every single person that's involved with the Mad King."
There you go. It's a noble goal.
So, she has a personal stake in this.
Yeah, because I don't know if it would like make sense, but I had an idea that like her like spouse was like kind of a diplomat and was going to like do talks or make or something like
Okay.
with the Mad King, and then he was accused of being like a spy and was like murdered in front of her, and then he sent like an army to like or like troops to like slay the entire town. I don't know if that would make sense, but that was
Essentially, it's kind of, in a way, what's happening.
Yeah.
Because the entire Borak Empire is currently involved in a massive civil war.
yeah.
It is broken up into 4 different regions, more or less. There's Rawland, which is the south, where your character would be from.
Mhm.
Steinwald is the capital of Rawland.
Yeah.
Then there's, what is it? Abinland, Nordenland, and then Unterland in the middle. And they are all at war with each other.
Yeah, so I guess probably like was thinking about maybe siding with the what was the Mad King? What he was Borak Empire, right?
Yes.
Okay, probably was like, oh well, we're kind of in the middle, so let's go with the bigger threat. Let's side with those guys, so that way we don't get decimated. And then was accused of being like spies or something, and
Yeah.
kind of like a literally unjust, like straight up murder.
Which makes sense
Makes-
for the time.
Yeah.
Many
I did-
executions take place in the capital
I
every
did
day on
have
the
it-
name of the Mad Emperor.
I did have it cinematically in my head that he was murdered in the throne room, and I'm screaming, you will die by my hands as I'm being like carted away.
Okay.
Very Game of Thronesy style.
Alright.
You would make a good candidate as assassin.
So,
So-
we have the catalyst.
Yeah.
What event happened that what gave your character the renown that the people organizing this coup attempt sought you out?
Literally have been hunting down as many of the Mad Kings, like military, general, like anybody like associated
Yeah.
with the Mad King dies. That's why
Okay.
I used to be neutral, now I am chaotic neutral. That
Alright.
event shifted. I even thought about being like neutral evil, but
I think the best way to pull that off would be like a guerrilla fighter.
literally that's
kind of
why
thing.
Oh,
You've definitely been, spending a majority of, the war
Yeah.
at this point fighting for
Yeah.
Rawland.
yeah.
And just
Okay, so
hunting down, the Mad King's forces specifically.
'Cause I was gonna take a feat of what was it? Where is it? I took the sharpshooter feat.
Okay.
So basically like a sniper for the that I forgot to write that down. It's a good thing I remembered.
No, once again, this fucking cannon's a piece of shit.
He's not having fun.
I'm done with cannon, that's for sure. adapter so it runs continuously. Won't work anymore.
Yeah.
Camera doesn't even fucking turn on.
So you are
Is
a
it overheating
hero
or-
guerrilla fighter
No.
It's only been on
at
for like
this point.
I
Yeah.
think what happened is it got
Mel
dropped at
Gibson
some point,
running through the
and
woods,
so one of
hacking
the
up
wires
the British.
disconnected.
Yeah.
It got a little slow.
Okay.
Yeah.
Short circuits.
And then other times
I like it.
and so it doesn't never
I
Gotcha.
cannot 100. We're gonna have to.
Yeah, and also that can
because I forgot the
if
notes
you don't buy their shoe
that
version, it's just stuff that's
I have
Prepared.
written down.
Yeah.
I have a bunch of stuff
$100
prepped
camera.
Okay.
It should have been.
for other information. I can't give you exactly who it was that recruited you
Yeah.
until next session.
Okay, that's fine.
But it's one of the 4. Most likely the gnome tinkerer from Steinwald.
Yeah.
The point is that there's 4 individuals that have banded together, and they have decided that they are going to save the Borak Empire. And the only way to do this
Recruiting
is that
allies.
the Mad King needs to go.
What is this? Some kind of Suicide Squad? Literally.
Yeah.
Am I the
So-
Will Smith of this situation?
You are all being assembled. You are the group that has been chosen to end the reign of the Mad Emperor.
Gotcha.
Yeah, and I have no qualms about dying either, because I'm like, everything's gone, fuck it.
That's good.
My entire family was murdered in front of me. Alright, let's go.
Alright. Sana.
Yes. There you go. Sorry.
No worries. There's more weapons in that.
How common are half-orcs in Grim Hollow? I'm not completely sure.
I'm willing to say that they're not, like
Abundant.
super rare.
Yeah.
But it's not like they have a huge presence in every city.
Gotcha. Because I was thinking, originally. Oh, I just gave the book away.
You
but
don't
it's...
have to be from the Borak Empire.
No, originally my character is like put in that whitish area. What is it?
To the far north,
Yeah,
the Vulcan clans.
kind of, but this one specifically.
Rough and tumble.
The white way right there. What's that? Halsfjord.
Ooh, sharpshooter feet, a little badass.
There was a
Not
little
gonna lie.
settlement of humans right there, just surviving in the frozen north when an orc encampment came through.
Okay.
Most people were wounded or dead. Some were pregnant.
Ah.
Yes. And because of she lost basically everything, she moved further down to the northern London in the Borak Empire.
Okay.
To what's that Landhaus specifically, right there on the river.
All right. And you
She
were.
gave birth to a half-orc girl.
Okay. And what is your character's name?
I have not decided yet.
Okay.
I'm still working on that.
You were gonna go cleric.
I think her first name's gonna be Tonka.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's canon. It's established.
Yeah.
It's canon.
Tonka the Donka Dog.
Maybe.
Donka shed.
But no, she figured out that she liked books a whole lot, but being so far removed from civilization, it was hard to get anything. So when a local priest came by, she latched onto it. He had books, he knew all these crazy things, and she decided to go with this guy. Well, unfortunately, he'd been dreaming of the Eldritch Horrors for quite a while. And he passed that knowledge on to where the fact she was like kind of his aide in the congregation.
Okay.
When the Hearthkeeper Church, I believe it is,
Yes.
they found them out in the woods with their little congregation and decided this needed to end. And they thought they killed everyone. But Tonka did not die. And she has since then very dutifully vandalized every single Hearthkeeper church she can find.
I think you and I are gonna get along very well.
Yes. Like, yes, she has a whole book. She kind of wants to take it too far, but the people inside the church, it's not really their fault. There's one guy in particular who's at fault for all this, and that's the Emperor. And her messages that violate these churches make that very clear.
Okay.
That he is...
Need a PHB
He
and I
needs
can
to
get
go.
one.
A regular PHP?
Yeah.
I got one right here.
We're just a bunch of vandals and
Thank you.
My point is to spark unrest in the human population around these Heartkeeper churches. By writing profane things on the walls. If that's acceptable, sir.
that was very crumbly cheese.
Oh, yeah.
Right, this one.
It's weird. I don't know why it crumbles so much.
There is a lot more cheese as well. So.
There is a crap ton more of the Kobe and the
Well,
Habanero.
Ewan McGregor.
I should turn my phone on silence.
I don't know. We'll leave it on.
Okay.
Might be watching.
By is in the beginning of this.
I didn't realize how close the mic was to me
Alright.
now. Crunching.
Now, as Tonka grew and became more powerful, more devout,
Yes.
more dangerous, what event caused the renown? Like, what caused the name of Tonka to be whispered in
The
Watering
vandalization.
just the
That every single
vandalization?
time she vandalizes a crowd and
It's right
speaks
here.
her heart out on the
Yeah.
downtrodden of the city, there's suddenly an
Yeah.
uprising, a rebellion, if you will.
And so she's incredibly charismatic and able
Yes.
to rouse the people as well.
She used to lead a congregation.
Okay.
People tend to listen to what she has to say.
Was she like one of those, like Southern Baptist ones where they're like,
Exactly. Yes, super loud and super like, convinced? No, I don't know what the word is I'm looking for here.
Commoners.
Well,
Charismatic preacher who has a penchant for stirring the revel.
yes, exactly.
Isn't that just Preacher from the show Preacher?
Less guns.
Much fun.
Okay.
Let us probably ogreish names, not ogre names.
Noah,
Yes.
you are next, sir.
Okay. So,
I haven't applied any racial bonuses
Oh,
yet.
bonuses.
my character is Daon Scaratair.
I'm gonna need you to spell that.
Yeah. Daon is Daoen. Scaratier is Skerottyr.
O-T-Y-R.
Yep.
Okay.
He is a black dragonborn. His nickname growing up as a hatchling was Pious.
Okay. And where did he grow up?
Well, so Dragonborn, I believe, Red, were kind of given an area where they normally live. Where's that at on the map?
The Borak Empire.
Oh, okay. Well, he grew up right in the dead center of the Barak Empire.
So he would have been from Unterland originally. Kind of in this area.
Yeah. And he grew up mostly with his clan for his very early years. But as soon as he turned into a young man of the ripe age of 13, he took off towards like the actual heart of the empire and started getting involved in minor politics.
Okay.
It's when he ended up joining into politics and realizing how much power was truly there. And he has spent a lot of time just playing a political game, realizing that he needs to see the strength of the empire curbed because he's seen a lot of corruption. And particularly now with the newest emperor, he's seeing a lot of corruption that is really bad, all located in one spot.
Yeah.
Yeah, go for it. Thank you. As he has pledged himself to gaining power only to curb the only power that he has. That's why he's only made it as far as a counselor. Because I've been at this for a long time. I'm an older man now. I am 54.
Okay.
So I've been playing a political game for a while.
Alright. The current empire, the Mad Emperor Leopold I,
Mm-hmm.
has been in power for 10 years at this point.
Mm-hmm.
So would you have been serving in the court before his...
Yes,
okay.
definitely.
So you've seen it go from what it was to what it is now.
Yes. Particularly these past 10 years have been majorly concerning for me.
Yes, it was almost immediate where Leopold was crowned emperor, and then within 3-4 months, the entire empire was broken and at war with each other. Just wanton destruction and chaos.
Yeah. Because I would have been in my counselor seat. I mostly didn't take on a lot of envoys myself. I was more of a focused counselor on making things better. So I didn't work too much with the outer lands, focusing on internal politics.
Right.
Again, dealing with corruption, so I tried to keep as many people away from me as I could, save for very few who share very similar ideals. And anyone who would have supported any ideas that I put out there, I would have brought into a small council of people that I'd trust to talk to openly.
Alright. Okay, and what drew the attention of the conspirators to you? What caused them to approach you with this plot?
I think I was vying for, especially with my age and my experience, I was vying for a Grand Counselor seat. And as soon as I gave a speech about this is why I should get it, I openly spoke out against, and I want this seat so that I can curb the power of our emperor. I said it out loud, and that has definitely got me out of sights for that seat.
Ballsy.
Okay,
Yeah.
Yeah, you committed political suicide.
Yes.
Okay.
I decided,
Such a thing would definitely have caused you to fall out of favor.
yep. That's why I didn't get the seat.
The
Okay.
fact that you're not dead
Is quite amazing, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did it in an underhanded way that wasn't completely fuck the emperor, but
Or maybe some
Close
things
enough.
need to change.
yeah.
Yeah.
More
Like the emperor.
some things need to change, and I think we need to see a little more power within the hands of some more of our common folk and less of that of greater powers.
In fact, you still have a head, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Maybe
I
we
would go
shouldn't
so
kill
far as to
civilians.
say that,
Traitor!
after this announcement, it would have followed very quickly that, you know, your retirement was announced.
Yeah,
By not you,
From
specifically.
Yeah,
Yes.
forced retirement.
You know, you
That
you
sounds
are-
good.
Yeah, and I would also go so far as to say that since then, you've actually become a part of this ongoing, you know, plot. In essence, because you are in hiding now, as you are actively being hunted by what is essentially the secret police of the state.
that sounds good.
Okay. Yes, the captain of the guard, to be named later, is a very effective, brutal hunter of dissidents within the city of Altenheim.
Yeah,
There's a reason it is called the City of Joy, and such talk is not tolerated.
yeah. See, I think I would have like seen how corrupt it was, but part of this was the gambit to see how true I was about it.
Yes.
And hearing my retirement announced before it came across my
Yes.
table.
The kind of thing where like you had enough spies, you had enough clout with people that you heard like you would have made this announcement, you know, you're vying for the seat,
Mm-hmm.
and then it comes to reason like a couple hours later you hear, oh, well, you're no longer a member of the court.
Yeah,
You need to leave because they're coming for you.
yeah. I got the insight.
Yeah, you would have gotten just enough warning to get out before armored boots kicked your door.
Like John Wick getting the 1 hour to get out of New York.
Kind of, yeah.
And
even
again,
then, he
it
didn't
was
get out.
part of a gambit to see, because my ideal is, you know, power tends to corrupt and absolute power corrupts absolutely. I wanted to see how true that was, and hearing what happened.
As a DM, I don't think that's entirely true.
We'll find out when we're all dead because we angered you, right?
Right?
I don't know, starting to sound like Mad King vibes. Maybe we should get an assassination squad for you.
He's killed me without me pissing him off, so I don't know.
It's
So-
not my fault you saved.
Made the save, you
Yeah,
bastard.
you made the save, and I'm just like, nope, you're dead.
So yeah, I'm definitely cool with. I've gone into hiding at this point, and
Yes.
I've possibly been contacted.
So you are the disgraced counselor.
Yes.
Okay. I like that.
When someone is done with the Grim Hollow player handbook, pass it down.
Oh, of course. Oh,
That's campaign.
Oh,
Oh,
it's
the one
down.
under it's player. Okay.
yeah, I got both of them if anyone else.
The effort was there, thank you.
Logan was hogging both books.
Not even looking at them right now. I need the player's handbook.
Oh wait, you need what I've got?
He has one.
So I'm at 24 already.
Since we have a second, should we show off our sweet jerseys?
Ooh.
Well, it's the shitty webcam
Team
on the camera
tabletop.
on the
Who
laptop
cares?
right now, so.
I mean,
Team tabletop.
That's right.
New merch item.
11.
Okay, yes. You are in hiding from the forces of joy, as the city guard is called.
The Forces of Joy.
What wasn't that a game? It was called We Happy Few, and it was like
Joy
they
was
had
the drug.
they had the joy pills.
Okay,
Oh,
what
yeah.
page is that on for the point buy?
I remember seeing some stuff for it when it first came out.
13.
But I never
It was an
played
indie game, and then it got, I think, did it get a AAA? I'm not sure, but it started out as an indie game, and it was a cool concept. I've seen a little bit of it, but I'm definitely getting the Harry Potter game for my Switch on the 13th when I go to
They're
my.
releasing that on the Switch.
I checked. They're releasing it on every console.
That's impressive. I
And
think
PC
they're-
and all the other stuff.
They're releasing it on PlayStation 5 first.
Okay.
Peasants.
I was just gonna say, you're the only one here with a PC.
No, I have one.
Oh.
Woo!
Well.
You guys got a little something all here.
Yeah.
I didn't see the gesture, but I can assume.
Great. That's it.
Okay, I'm done there. Now I gotta grab my monk specific.
Oh, did you hear that?
Logan.
Oh, crap. I hadn't given this guy a name yet.
His name is
I am the man with no name.
He is Dwarf. Master of
Logan.
I mean,
His name is
Will should be his first
Fred.
name. Name
His
should be
name is
second, his last name,
Loman.
No name. That'd be rough, but
I had my barbarian Bjorn No
Nagal.
Fam.
Just Logan backwards. Nagal.
There you go.
That's a demon.
I
I
have
was gonna
been
say that
thinking
sounds like a
about
demon name.
his backstory. I was just kind of debating if I wanted to make him a mercenary or a soldier.
I took soldier. So.
Both would work
Yeah, but they both have like the same idea.
to establish yourself in this time of war on the battlefield.
I was thinking the reason he was known as why he was famous is he performed well in the battle. He was somewhat of a war hero.
So a war hero. And so just to be a dick, what is your name?
Nothing. He has not been given a name by the gods yet.
Okay.
He is nothing.
He has not been blessed with a name.
Well, once I look up the list of generic dwarven names, I'll give him something.
Hold on,
I'm
fantasy
sorry.
name generator
While
coming up.
You got
That's
an
what
extra
I-
minute to think about that. Noah, you are a monk, correct?
Yes, Way of the Leaden Crown.
How do I figure out how to do this? So how many points do we get to do?
27. You don't spend points, they can get 215, not including racial bonuses.
So I got 27.
Okay.
Uh,
Time
does
is
everybody-
over.
Well,
Back to Logan.
I'm thinking
Ermram Everboots.
that's a fun last name.
Hordick Halfhelm. That's Halfhelm is kind of a cool name.
Poor dick.
I'll do
Hordick.
that
Hordick.
thing I did with my last dwarf. I'll look at the list of names in the player's handbook and just pick
Could be silent.
whatever
H,
sounds fun to
or-
say.
or-
Brawn Bleeder.
That's what I did for my gnome. That's how Bombus Bumblethump became a
Well,
thing.
gnomes
Bumblefuck.
have such fun names.
Halfhelm is kind of a cool surname, not gonna lie, for a
I
dwarf.
could never wear a full helm then.
Yeah, you have like it's yeah.
Or you do, but you do it ironically.
Yeah.
Hipster bitch.
Personally, I was thinking, since he's a rogue and he
Mad
is
axe.
skilled with
Rogue.
mounts, that he specifically was able to like secure a travel route for supplies to reach his side of the conflict.
27, everything
Okay.
on basic. You want to.
That was his big contribution. He was able to find a way through enemy lines to be able to get through supplies and
And you can only
information.
put a max.
And
of
he is a
7.
highway rider.
Yes.
Okay.
No, we both have the
Isn't
same
that,
name.
is that what it's called? Is the highway
The
rider?
racial-
Nah.
We're gonna have two shooty rogues.
Do we know each other probably? I'm
We
guessing.
could, yeah. We wanted to merge our backstories.
That's up to you guys.
It's like a brother sister murder team.
See that guy? We shoot
Man,
at
do
the
I
same
love
time.
horses and killing people.
Wait, it's
Me too, bro.
wait,
What?
they'd be Jacob and Evie then if they were brother
If
sister
we
murder
Combine
murder
our
people.
sneak attacks, we 12d6 damage.
Did we just become best friends?
Yeah.
Yup.
Oh,
They
God.
accidentally they like shot an arrow into the
Step
same
brothers.
guy and they were like,
No, they both fucking, mafia.
oh
executed the
mafia,
man with their
oh
best-
Boondock Saints style,
Yeah.
hell yeah.
We
Boom.
both get
Bro.
black powder pistols as a free proficiency.
Was it strength or con?
I forgot you
What
guys
is it, the
have
highway
to.
rider or highway marauder?
Highway rider.
Probably.
Yeah, they like to ride
Probably
horses.
con. And then
So you
I
are a
wrote down
dwarf.
writing initiative.
Where
hill
are you
dwarf
from
specifically.
originally?
Is that a
Now this is only 7 years ago, so the city is pretty much structured the same way it is in normal campaigns, right?
70 years, yeah.
Oh, 70?
70.
I was
Yes.
way off. 7 years ago?
Yeah,
Alright.
For just to iterate, a few of us have, well, most of us, all of us have played a couple of Grim Hollow homebrew campaigns. I've done
Yeah,
one. I know
yeah.
Garrett has one as well.
Yeah.
And we've kind of collaborated where our two worlds exist with each other. They are parallel. And so the events that are going on here in this adventure are roughly 70 years before what those campaigns were.
Okay.
So this is the past.
Or not pink, but
I'm trying to say if I wanted to make a mercenary or not. Because I guess it wouldn't really matter where he lived.
You need to ask Kevin about that first.
Okay.
Because that is.
Well,
It matters as, I guess, less important than where is he from. More important is who did he fight for.
We fought on the side of the Barak Empire. I remember I was.
Well, yes, but there's 4
Oh.
different factions.
Yeah, they're all killing each other.
And we have the hero of the Roland forest and mountains
Hero.
hunting down
And another.
and killing any forces that didn't belong to Roland.
Yeah,
You know, which faction did you fight for?
He probably would have fought for the Mad King up until a certain point.
We
Like, he
got
would have
problems.
He would have been, yeah, even fighting on the King's forces.
Okay, so, but you're more mercenary, so it's not.
It's not like
You
a
weren't
loyal
fighting for loyalty. You were fighting because you're good at it, and they were
paid to do so, yeah.
Now they're paying you to do something else.
Yeah, figured that would work. And
Wait, did we meet like Dread Pirate Robbers and Indigo style, where it was like, "You're an excellent fighter. I'd hate to kill you."
May I see the Grim
I hate to
Hollow
die.
guide?
I have a secret.
Can I
and
see the
that
Grim Hollow
happened.
DM guide?
the campaign or players?
The campaign one.
Okay.
My word is a Spaniard. No good. I've known too many Spaniards. Beautiful.
That's a good movie.
Okay, so you would have fought for the forces of Altenheim.
Yeah.
Ooh, careful.
He also has, I think, that like once he sees like more of the Mad King's actions, he's more willing to take a job as risky as assassinating him. He's like, this guy's insane.
Yes. I would
You
say,
won't stop him from
how
winning.
tragic are you looking for the event to be that drove you to do this?
How
to accept
edgelord.
this job?
How edgelord you want to
Yeah,
be?
how sharp are your edges?
Fucking die.
He's an
City
old
of
wolf. He just did it on a whim. I'm not certain. I haven't thought of that yet.
Did you just say on a whim you decided, yeah, I'll assassinate the Emperor?
I shoot him now? Sure.
Sounds fun.
Let me think here. He's doing all sorts of sketchy shit. Maybe when he was just in town, he's just seeing people just being cracked down for the smallest of things.
Well, if you don't mind,
Oh, go right ahead. I got none.
just nothing set in stone here. Little idea to throw around. Within the war, your group, small unit that you were, you get close, you become friends. At one point, you're all invited to the city to be honored for your accomplishments. A big feast thrown in your honor. Everyone is gathered at the castle, a huge gala affair. And then, on a whim, the Emperor decides that the entertainment is going to be forcing your troop to kill one another
Oh.
in just, that half versus that half. You were randomly set at 2 different tables, and at one point he just said, now go.
Oh, that made my stomach
Or you
turn.
were all dead.
Yeah, that sounds really good.
Yeah, that made my stomach go whoa. I was like, that'd
They
be cool to see.
overperform for mercenary standards, and now they're just being made to be the king's entertainment.
Yeah,
like
it was
Hunger
literally
Games
on a
style.
whim. Like, he didn't have this intention when he invited you here. It was specifically just, these guys are great. They're bringing honor and glory and victory. We're going to throw them a feast.
Well,
And then during the feast, after he's been fed, he's like, you know what I want to see? I want to see some fucking violence. You guys kill each other.
Yeah, that's really good. I like that.
Okay.
I could write that into his character backstory. It's blank right now.
Wait, were you the victor?
Well, I didn't die. I mean, I still killed them, but
One
I
of the
didn't like
few
it.
survivors.
Yeah. Good. Well, that's what I was saying. Like, was it like one on both sides could win, or was it like like down to the final 2, and then you like ran away, or?
I want charismatic.
It'd be more tragic if I was going to walk away. Like, they just let me walk on.
That
It's
is.
like, oh shit.
Just covered in blood, head to toe.
Mist Village. Mist Village
Yeah.
graduation ceremony.
Yeah. Because it +2.
Only
+1 +1.
one.
Yeah, do you have the PhD?
God,
Standard.
Yeah, just the one.
everyone wants the player's handbook.
Oh god, the idea of that, of like, we're like, yeah, come, we're having a feast, and then kill each other. That I was like, whew,
Okay.
that got me a little bit, because I can
Yeah.
imagine it like on
That's the
TV,
kind
like
of-
watching
yeah.
it.
That's the kind of thing that made Noah's character be like, oh, Oh God.
Was Noah there? Like, was his character there?
Yeah, I probably saw that if it was like
Oh, shit.
held for the court.
Well, would your
in-
character have seen my character's like spouse get murdered in the throne room? Like,
If he very like
yeah.
He was there, yeah.
So you would have. I don't know how
I probably.
abundant dreamers are, but
I mean, I probably wouldn't have taken note of you specifically. Just note of the situation.
it's more like after you've seen so many horrible things
Yeah.
happen, how do you remember one specific event? You know,
Yeah.
there's so many awful things.
But
that
here's the
occurred
thing,
within
Noah.
the calls of
I
God.
remember you. Because you were standing around
Yeah.
doing nothing.
See, there's the difference. That
Yeah.
was the worst day of your life.
Yeah.
That was just one of the worst days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was just another
So
day.
I remember you.
Yeah.
You know, here it's burned into your memory, and
Yeah.
for him it's just Tuesday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like, you don't have to.
Last Tuesday
Us
specifically.
meeting each other is gonna be problems.
For you, maybe.
Like flail mastery, and then take like your.
That's good. I'll write free stories. My background.
Fighting style.
Because yeah, I actually, my person would have been lawful neutral at one point of time, but I've made the decision that currently now the situation he's thrown himself into, it's chaotic neutral.
Same.
He has to work outside of his normal codes to make things happen because yeah, I just threw my political intrigue to the dumps and an attempt to see if I could gather some help, and yeah, that didn't work
I'm
out.
sorely tempted to change my alignment to neutral evil. I don't know why. Let me see. Let me look at the alignments.
I mean, the way I think of evil is think of it more like selfish.
Yeah.
You're not doing bad things for bad sake. You're doing things for your sake.
Yeah, honestly.
I actually saw a great video one time that was discussing and going over alignments. And they kind of made that same spot. You know, evil doesn't necessarily have to mean evil.
Yeah.
The difference between evil and villainous.
Just because
No.
we are bad guys does not mean we are bad guys.
They
Where'd my
describe
sword
like
go?
you take the character of Deadpool.
Mhm.
He's an anti-hero, more hero. He's still a chaotic evil character.
Yeah. Yeah. He's doing good things.
That's actually
Because he
perfect.
decided he wanted to.
Right.
That's actually perfect because it says I take what they want within the limits of a code of tradition, loyalty, or order. So I am in a military situation.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm not gonna kill civilians, but like they're like, hey, that army, that's the Mad King's army.
Now,
I'll be right back.
now I wouldn't have noticed yours, but I definitely would have noticed his whole ordeal go down.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Because like that was big. They were war heroes. You know, you were. Who
It's
are
like
you?
The end of the Golden Age arc in Berserk that sped up.
I've never played a lawful
Yeah.
evil character before.
I've never actually seen it. So.
Well, I gave you a.
Very- yeah.
That's more or less what happens.
Boom.
And everyone's dead.
Yeah, good times for everyone.
Yeah, and lawful evil is a good idea because, like, you know, there's casualties on both sides of the war, so it's like, you know, like, oh, we're the good guys because we're not, you know, that guy, but we're probably the bad guy to somebody.
Everyone is the villain in someone's story.
Yeah.
As long as I'm the villain in
Oh, wait,
the
human.
Emperor's and the
Yeah.
Hearthkeeper's Church storyline, I'm okay
I
with
forgot
that.
to choose human for my race.
That's my
so I'm
goal,
like, wait
actually.
a minute, I have to +1 to everything.
Or you can take +1 and 2 things and a thief. So those are your options.
Yeah, I took.
I played a human before. It's interesting.
Yeah, I don't think I have either. So.
Humans are good. People kind of go like, oh, human characters are bland, but I'm like,
They're blind because you're blind.
yeah, that's
Oh.
okay.
I've only seen
Hey,
like one
as
person play as a human.
Another
Like, trust
little
me,
tidbit to mine.
Like Percy's
Yes.
character in Critical Role, he's a human.
just
he's
because I
awesome
want
character.
this to matter at least once.
Bo is a human.
When I
too,
got
Bo's a
back to
human,
my
yeah.
consulate, just as I was
He's
starting
a
to get
I
my
love
spies in
gunslinger.
on like what
Yeah.
was about to go
Well, I know
down,
Percy.
Yes.
I had a glass of wine that
Oh,
was
Bo is a
poison,
monk.
but I tasted it because I'm immune to
Beauregard.
poison.
Beauregard.
Oh fuck, they're acting fast. I gotta
Somebody-
go.
Somebody has
Lionheart.
already been trying to kill you.
Yeah.
Stop that
Like,
We
Beauregard.
can make
You're
that,
right. Forget
if you
Sam.
want, that was like the trigger where you're like, oh, I need to get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Like, they're already trying to kill me.
Yeah,
I
didn't-
literally gave that speech and then came back to my office, and there's poison wine in my office.
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, there's the
immediately because I have
the
immunity.
black handprint on a piece of paper is longboard.
I have immunity to poison and disease, so I think that's like a. Oh.
Does anyone need this book?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Got out of there.
Alright.
And
That is one page down.
Nice.
another question, real quick.
Yes.
So, I know the Grim Hollow book specifically has some monk weapons, but otherwise, the PHB never specifies. It just says to basically reflavor monk weapons.
Yeah.
If I
It
go
looks
through
great. The paper's nice. It
go
doesn't
through
bleed or
the
anything.
PHB
Yeah, like the paper's
and
really
pick
nice
one that I'm
thick
proficient
paper.
with,
It's soft. Though.
It
you
is
know,
very soft.
just a
So,
generic
like,
weapon.
it falls apart if you
Depending,
try to
like
erase
there are
anything.
some things
Oh, yeah, that's why
that
I'm
I'm
not
trying
trying
to.
to-
Yeah, that's like that's why you have to
Some
write that.
weapons
That's
that
really
it's just
nice.
like, okay, that's not a monk weapon, dude.
Great axe,
But,
yeah.
yeah, like for the most part, you know, as long as you're not crazy.
I'm specifically looking for a weapon that has reach and one
It's on my
handed.
character sheet.
So a whip.
Keep writing like Tom Riddle.
A whip is a thought.
Like,
Damn.
that's it.
And I was like,
That's it. Unless you want a gun.
I know whip, but you're
Everything
right.
with reach
I
is
have
two
one in
hand.
my hand.
Really?
Because it's a shafted weapon. It's long.
Yeah.
First of all, a longbow.
You said shaft.
You said shaft.
Just be
how did
strong.
I get to that before both of you?
I went,
Yeah.
But I didn't say
before both
anything.
of you.
Also, a longbow is fucking dope.
Is it Leopold the? Is it just
It can go
Leopold?
600
Leopold the
feet.
First.
Okay.
And because I have sharpshooter, I
Oh,
get
Logan.
advantage of that.
Yes.
May I please have the other Grim Hollow book?
I also
Of
named all my
course.
weapons
Thank you
too
very
because
much.
I'm that person.
You're that person.
Yeah. My bow is called Heartpiercer.
You name it after your beloved.
It's too
Heart
painful.
piercer, there you go.
Actually, you know what?
Yeah, it's pretty rad.
All your arrows are named after your dead children.
Yeah, because I had 20 children. No,
You're
that's a
lying.
joke. Adam, Mark, Christian, Anderson.
Why
Yeah,
are they all
individually.
males?
Because I got sunbearing hips. Sorry, Amanda, Tina.
Because I got sunburned.
Every time someone says
I
that,
would be very
think
valued in
SUN
medieval times.
and not
Oh, I
SON.
see that.
Every time I'm like, that's odd.
What? What'd you say?
People say sunbearing hips, I think SUN instead of
Oh.
SON. I was like,
Oh, there was another book that had
No, I've
some
given birth
ideas
to
for
a-
monk
A
weapons.
star before.
Which one was that?
stars.
We don't know what dreamers can do.
Ben.
We've never played one before.
Next up,
They're
I
good
don't
at
think it's
sleeping.
dreamer. I think it's
They
disembodied
have a lot
for
of
that one.
sleeping-based powers.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
next up, going on the list, we have Hannah.
Hannah.
Okay.
Hannah.
That's
Get a girl, get a
I have some idea. Let's just say that.
Okay, that's better than nothing.
As we walk
Okay,
out of the
what do you
palace
want
covered in
first?
blood.
All right,
That was
do you have a
not
name?
okay.
I do have a name.
What?
I randomly picked one. But Rosa Robinson.
double R.
Yeah. I was
You know-
gonna throw Red Blood in there, but I thought maybe too far.
Oh, no, that
We can
Oh,
one.
that'd be
put a red
great.
ribbon on
Do
it.
that.
Ah,
That can be her
Rosa
like.
Robinson
last
Redblood or
name.
Rosa Redblood?
Red Blood is a nickname.
Okay.
Rosa Redblood.
Rosa
Robinson.
AKA
Redblood
Red
Robinson.
Blood.
Yeah, that's what I
That's
thought.
nice.
Maybe take
That's
it a little too
cool.
far, but
No.
That's perfect.
It is.
That's
This is the time to go as
Triple R.
far as you can.
Yeah.
level 50.
There is
yeah,
no too
okay.
far. This is a epic one-shot battle that will probably take place in 2 or 3 parts.
Yeah.
So.
You're a level 15 character. You're badass. Who cares what your name is? You could be called like Crinklestein, and they'd be like, "Oh, did you
Yeah.
hear about
Not the Crinklestein.
not the Crinklestein,
Catch
not the Snoot."
you also chose Highway Rider Road.
You are also a highway rider.
Yeah.
There'll be a lot of guns in this one shot.
Wait, I'm okay.
We just shoot them to shit. That's our plan.
I just want to touch these.
Alright, now, you guys do realize that those of you being the highway riders here, there's not really going to be a call for you to have your steed
That-
with you.
Yeah.
If there's 20 feet, I still get a sneak attack. I can ride around in a circle. And just
Well, what I mean is, you're not going to have your steed. is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
They can summon it.
Yeah, we
Is it
can summon it.
You have a phantom steed?
You
Yeah.
can summon a phantom
Yeah.
steed once a day.
Good lord. Okay.
Are you sure you're ready for this?
I don't think you understand.
Our horse
I
can
just
take-
I just need to take all this into account and just add a few more enemies. It's alright.
Oh.
Just
Oh,
walking
really?
through the
Oh,
palace
really?
on a
Just wait
horse.
till you get to mine.
It's gonna be a tight
Yeah.
squeeze, but I'm not leaving.
Wait.
for now.
So
what
you
about the origin for your character? What?
That's what I've been struggling with
Okay.
because technically, I mean, she's higher, so I thought, because her age I put down as 42.
Alright.
So I thought like
Depending on your race, you're either really young or about middle
she's
age.
human,
she's Boromir.
Oh,
so
okay.
she's older. Yeah,
Human.
lawful evil too if you want that.
Fuck yeah. Yeah, she's Boromir's level age. Like
Human.
still a badass. Still in
White
his
bread.
prime. White bread.
But the only thing I could really think of is that something happened in her life and she pretty much ended up by herself. Rode by herself for a while, then she started like collecting people, like pretty much making a gang of
Okay.
sorts. So she's like the head of it.
Make your
So
congregation.
you have your
Oh,
own.
I could think of as charlatan.
Yeah.
Well,
so
no,
your
that's-
own
that's a-
basically like
Nice.
bandit gang.
Yeah. Wild West style. That's what kind of was going with when I thought of it.
Could it?
Rough Rider.
Yeah.
Could it?
So
Oh, never mind.
did you did Rosa actively participate in the war, or are you more outside of like you and your group kind of took advantage of the chaos that's ongoing to try and build for yourselves?
I kind of felt more outside because
Okay.
with me, I'm like, well, she's technically supposed to be thieving. If the country's in chaos, then that would be more money for her
Yeah.
in a way.
So you're going criminal master, you know,
Yeah.
you're a criminal.
Yeah,
All right, but you're powerful.
Aren't we
Yeah.
all?
Yes.
technically.
In wartime, demand is
So
high.
yeah, you're not just a criminal. You are like, at this point, you know, higher level. You know,
Pay
more
tribute
power.
to the Red Rider.
Yes.
She's like Tommy
You know,
Shelby
you-
level.
you-
Like,
Carved out
Notorious.
your
There you
own
go.
area of influence
Yeah.
within whatever city or near whatever city that you're.
Nope.
You may steal it back.
Yeah.
Where, do you have any idea where you would be?
Pathetic.
Where's your home base, more or less? Then.
I put out my stats. I might need it later for
Keep in mind, it
picking
doesn't
feats
need
if I
to
go
be the
feats.
Boraka.
But-
It's an advanced background.
Oh, okay. Well,
Are you checking the
It
book
would,
on
you would
feats?
be a high enough
Yeah.
level.
I've already looked at them. None of them are really
You don't
fitting
want
me.
to be big, even though you're gonna have low
where
strength.
is the
No.
Brock-
I do
It's
need
the left
one
side.
though, so I could take a
The
look at
side.
some of the Grim Hollow
Like that
weapons again.
entire.
Oh, Brock Empire. There it is.
Yeah.
It's just spelled
I
differently
used to
than
have
what I
both.
thought in my head. So.
Yeah, it's
They're
okay.
gone
Didn't
now.
you-
I think there's one over there.
You
I think
use
they're both
fighting
over there.
chain as well.
No, I didn't want to use fighting chain.
You monster.
No fighting chain.
I'm not thinking so.
Oh.
Cause see,
Now I gotta think of a name for my husband.
He can just be dead husband too.
Poor Darren and our 20 children.
Wait,
I'm trying to think
does
of a
that
good
mean your last
weapon
name's gonna be Darrington?
that would
Derringer.
have reach, but
Derringer.
It was
Doesn't
Derringer,
just
but
get
it was too
outclassed by
painful,
my
so I changed it
fists.
to Domir.
because my fists they're a
No, you
1d8,
went back
Yeah,
to your maiden.
exactly.
That's what happened.
but like that
Like
doesn't
that, yeah.
exclude me from using them. I was thinking
Maiden
about
name.
there's a couple of thrown weapons I was thinking about using
Yeah, because
Give me a
dreamers,
little extra
dreamers don't
range
really
and-
have any
Right. specific,
specific like.
Or- because I
name
like in the
specifications,
Grim
like with
Hollow
other
there's like
classes.
the
It
return
doesn't- the
property.
thing
has
is,
the
it doesn't
same
say.
attachments.
Over's
They could
doesn't
have
say.
I was gonna look at those again.
I
Because the
almost kind of
Chakram
equate
should
them
be
to
a
like
monk
maybe
weapon, right?
elvish,
I would
because they
say
kind of
so.
look like elves a little bit.
Because
like
like
ears.
that'd
They've
be
been
cool.
asleep for
Throwing
so long,
chakras
yeah.
that's what
and
they
like,
originally
oh, I
looked like.
lost them.
Well, part of it is
All right.
they, like so I
Time to
said,
get
if
in
they
there.
forgot their name, they could have given themselves a name.
Yeah.
Kind of like.
And so I'll have either
like
3
tiefling
ASIs
Yeah,
or
yeah.
where it's
feats
Yeah, I
or
have a
any
tiefling NPC
combination
in
of
my
the two.
homebrew,
Yeah.
and his name is
Well, we're-
Bliss. So it's Captain Bliss.
Now's the time to be
all I
figuring
can think
that
of is
out.
it's a
That
bard.
that's what I said
Yeah.
by
In my
mine.
head,
I was
he's
just
hot.
verifying that we can do
Like,
feats
he's
instead of
young,
just
Yes,
ASIs.
yes, you
20s.
can. It's one or the
Like,
other.
Obviously,
captain of the,
obviously.
like,
Is it
monster
Can I
hunting
say
guild.
is it like Captain
Because-
America type or is it
Oh,
like
if
Because,
Captain America was
we're
a
gonna make
tiefling,
you
if
OP
Captain
today,
America
boy.
was a tiefling, it's this guy. One of his horns is broken off, so it's like he's got that rakish look to him.
nice?
Oh god.
My tiefling cleric also had a broken horn, and she keeps it around her waist as a drinking horn.
Well, I had a thing.
You
where
drink
he-
out of your own horn?
Yeah, I had an idea that he used to be like cursed with like lycanthropy because I did look it up. I'm like, can any race be a lycanthrope? And it's true. Yes.
Yes, they could.
And so, to like, and he's like, he was cured of it. It was a curse. He wasn't like born at it. And I thought like as a reminder, instead of like where the broken horn was, he like tied a wolf's tooth.
Oh, that's cool.
I don't know. It just sounds silly, but I mean like.
I mean, if you don't have sensitivity in it, you could always wire it
Yeah.
where it connects from the one piece and you wire it
Yeah.
all the way around. It's not fun to do. It's a whole lot of burning bone, which is weird.
My name of my husband is Chad.
There you go, Chad. God, where's she from?
He was a total Chad.
He was. That's why he.
doesn't necessarily have to be where you're from, but where are you like?
Currently,
Currently?
Yes. Like where is your seat of power, more or less, as the criminal queen of this area?
You know what? How about the Rock Teeth Mountains?
The Rock Teeth Mountains.
Yeah. Kind of
Okay.
maybe
Take
more on
this
the border of the
criminal's
Roland Forest,
That
but
delicate.
Okay.
I do apologize.
So you have your
I got
own
distracted.
stuff going on there. If you're going the criminal,
Here's my
would you
brother.
be
That's
possibly a member of the Ebon Syndicate?
what is that again? I can't remember.
The Ebon Syndicate is more or less like the Thieves Guild.
The
They
true.
are-
okay.
Yeah, the
They
mafia.
are the criminal empire that
All 9,000
has
Facebook.
spread throughout all
That could
of
just be
Theros.
Okay.
Or Flint.
Or are you more independent?
Maybe at one point, but then she turned to be independent.
All right, you retired from the syndicate then.
Yeah.
Okay. Would it be safe to assume then that your bandit days are more behind you? You're now more
Are
of
you
a,
Delg Ungart?
you accrued the fortune
funny.
Yeah.
that you
Celeste. Could you pass the bottle of sparkling that's right
acquired
there?
over your career
Yeah, you gotta drive.
and are now like more in that you did very
And
well.
those are a little
so,
sweet for me.
Like you said, you're
That's
40
what was
something.
going to stop.
42.
42.
Yeah.
They're like
Old
the
enough at
sweetest
this
you can
point that most people,
Yes,
if they
because a glass
survive in this
wine
line
isn't
of
gonna
work,
make me drive off the
they've
road. Logan.
earned their
See
retirement,
about
so to
that.
speak.
Shut it.
Yeah.
They have the nest egg built up enough that they can just sit down and they don't need to be a criminal anymore.
Yeah.
Okay.
But she still has her hand in things, but she's not out in
yeah,
the field doing it.
yeah.
Alright.
Until you're suddenly approached because your skills are legendary.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, tried this fantastic opener dish at Blockhouse on New Year's Eve.
Oh.
It was a deep fried goat cheese ball,
Hey. Like a cheese curd, but with goat cheese.
and it melted in your mouth like fondue.
Nice.
It was fantastic.
It's by your feet. I'm gonna
Sounds
break
pretty
into
good.
your space a little bit to get my pencil out.
Second level, alright.
Ooh,
Oh,
Logan.
spells. I thought you were only on your second level of like creating your character. I'm like, what?
Leave.
Level 2, here we go.
Oh, let me roll up my hit point.
I'm still writing down all level 1 stuff for my character. I'm trying to level it.
That's why I take pictures on my phone and I'm just like, boop, boop.
Oh, I wrote down all the page numbers for
Yeah.
each book that I need.
Yeah. Well, I wrote down like for my my toxic tradecraft, like you can use a spell slot and use various like level of spell thingies.
I wrote down like the basics, but I didn't like.
I wrote down
word
like all
for
the basic.
word.
Yeah. Yeah. I have a nice grasp at shorthand, so.
I don't. My handwriting's too sloppy for it, anyways.
Oh boy. This is gonna be a fun armor class
Alright.
for this high a level.
Next we have Garrett.
16. Guess that makes sense for our level though.
Ooh, I like that.
Alright.
That's the name. That's my husband's name.
Human. Level 14 monk, level 1 fighter.
Yeah.
Name is Sven Steisenberg.
Sven Steisenberg. Did you spell Steisenberg for me?
Spell it how you sound it, I don't know. I kind of mashed a couple words, a couple names I saw that I like parts of.
Schmitty Werber Jaegerman Jensen.
Yeah.
Jaeger mentions.
He was number one.
Ah, so we're +5 proficiency.
But
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I should get myself
a
some
human
stats.
who looks quite young, but has been around far too long to look that young still.
Okay.
But a avid historian and military tactician. At one point was captured during a conflict between the Ostian Empire and the Barak Empire in one of the smaller skirmishes. And was broke out on his own
Is
essentially.
someone in there?
I thought so,
Walked
but it
back
doesn't look
home.
like it.
And
Could've
then
been
basically
shoved
took the
underneath.
information
I think
he
that's where
got
she is.
from the outpost he was being held at and used it to essentially keep the unstable balance that the empires have, where they kind of fight each other now and then, but not full blown war.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
he was
awesome.
able to maintain the neutrality.
Yeah,
You know, the stalemate there
yeah.
caused them to lose the upper hand that they had gained.
Is detested by his peers simply because of, well, he's got extreme confidence in what he does. He knows he's right. Has been a avid counselor to many of the politicians and especially the royal family. I don't know where you want to have like the main archive at, but he doesn't so much run it as is just the prominent one there.
Okay. He definitely spends a lot of time there. He's
Yeah.
a noticeable.
Definitely not charismatic enough to rally the troops, but definitely is efficient enough to convince all right, if he made the plan, we can do this.
Okay.
Kind of. Definitely not oh, he's here, we're saved. It's, who made this? Oh,
Plan,
all right, we got a pretty good shot then.
That would
You still have to pay
actually
9
that
points
plays
if
in pretty
you're
well
not, don't
for
have to pay up the stat.
the conspirators.
Like it says you have to pay 9.
Is very
right?
Yes.
commonly
Even
travels
if it's
by
like something
himself
like 12.
from hold to hold, speaking to
If
dukes
it's starting
and things
at
of
12.
that nature.
Oh, okay, everything
To
starts
just
at 8.
maintain
Yes.
the balance
Let me-
between the
Let me fiddle
four,
with that one.
the best that can be done
Right.
in terms of sending a
This is PF
you know,
plus
bit of a
1 plus 2.
uncharming person to settle truths, but more
Yeah.
of
Alright, that makes a lot more
you know,
sense.
look at it as a financially or just tactically, like we'll send him because he will have no problem telling them that currently you are not the biggest threat, but if you try to become one, you'll be the first one stopped. The idle threat that is backed by, not a general of any sense, but someone the generals always confer with.
Right.
Never the head of anything, but always in everything, kind of thing. We do it. Put it down.
And he does serve as a member of the court, correct?
Oh, absolutely.
So the two of you would be very well acquainted.
Definitely would know of it.
Mm-hmm.
You
But
would have been very aware of his disgrace.
yeah,
Yes.
potentially I could have been the one that put the poison there. Has no problem doing such a thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, this
If you were
he is now a
ordered to.
threat
Yeah.
to the peace that I'm trying to keep together.
Let's roll my head.
But currently, the big thing that he's working with is trying to convince the Red Lady that succession is not in her favor, and is one of the few that actively meets with her to discuss this.
Very rare.
Walking in and out of the quarantined hellhole that is Lysiege.
Okay.
But is a very
Do we reroll
Alright.
ones on the health dice? Or no?
I will allow a reroll of a one
Oh,
the
well,
first time.
if that's the case.
If you roll two ones in a row, then
Yeah.
Destined.
yeah,
Yeah.
that was
I'll
fate.
Yeah.
That was fate. You're not supposed to have good health.
yeah.
Ooh, another
Just not from any place in particular. Does not speak about it.
All right.
Is definitely
Oh, that's 2
combat,
ones in a row.
has
That's sad.
proficiency with it, but doesn't use it as the first alternative, first means.
Okay.
So I would probably.
If you're worth being beat up, I'll beat you up.
So I probably would have known you. Your renown is probably well known within the court of being of an intelligent mind.
One of the few that can say
Okay,
very
because I
blunt
have
things.
91. It's
Mhm.
that's I rolled quite a few. ones.
Ambassadors, counselors, things of that nature, and
didn't
not be
reroll them, I'm guessing.
No.
immediately punished for it. Like,
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I've proven myself that if I speak, it's important. Other than that, I don't.
I accepted it for what it was, but
Okay. So we probably wouldn't have
What is
gotten
it?
well acquainted, especially if you were very loyal, because I probably would have had some renown of like trying
You
to.
were more the voice of opposition.
Yeah, I was kind of heading any
You're
of
always
like.
someone I had to have my eye on.
Yeah, always kind of heading like, hey, we should try and curb some of this upward power that we
Oh,
have
Yep.
and give it more to the lower people.
Yeah. So, given your character's well-known and established
keep forgetting to
penchant
add
for loyalty, what event or situation caused the conspirators to approach you as a potential ally for this?
When the Emperor decided that my plans, the strategies and recommendations I made were no longer good enough.
So
And it
you
would
were no
clearly
longer
be
being
on my
listened
face.
to.
Yeah.
Okay.
To the
it
point where I
was-
wouldn't show up when called.
It was a definite pride issue.
Yes.
You felt slighted.
Yeah.
That's fair. They can work with that.
You know, like to the point where, you know, if I wanted, I could help the Red Lady take over. But I don't. So, yeah,
Okay.
she's not the Emperor. But that's the mentality of the character.
Yeah.
I can put whoever I want on that throne.
I don't.
You're going to serve the emperor,
No.
Yes,
whoever that happens.
Do
exactly.
you have the group holiday
Whatever the
player?
face is, I serve.
Okay.
If this
I do
one isn't
not.
working out, then it's time for a new one.
I am looking
Potentially.
for it once you are done.
We can work with that. I like that.
No problem speaking his mind to anyone.
Rolled a couple ones, but we're okay with that.
All 9,000 taste buds.
69, sorry.
So you're gonna be a stone licker, Logan?
I'm gonna lick all the stones.
Okay.
No.
I missed that from our last Grim Hollow campaign.
Like I'll just
So-
be on the ground like a worm. Telling you about the history.
They went this way.
That was all horseshit right there.
So based off of time frame, what I know,
That's how I know.
what I have seen him being more
Glad we rolled. I got a little
abstinent
bit
from
more
meetings
helpful.
before being
It would-
kicked out, or
It would have
no?
been a
You're
subtle
fine.
thing
Nice.
that happened
I must have
gradually
rolled
over
really good then on
time.
some of them because I
Just
got.
And I'm always
I did a
proud.
D10, but I
it's
rolled
you know the
pretty
kind
low.
of thing where
So I got 104.
you know suddenly one day he
I
you
rolled 2
know
ones twice.
would have offered
I
some
rolled
advice
3
in the council.
Yeah.
And
Well,
they
my
would have
con
thought
is
about it for a
pretty
little
low as
while, and
well,
now
so
we're gonna
that's
go with
why
something
I only
else
added a
this
1.
time. And I was like, okay, well that was all right. And then you know the next
I never
time he
played a
offered
character with more
counsel,
than 60 hit points. So this
again
is
they
my
went a
second.
different
Nice.
direction, and then eventually they would have just stopped asking.
Okay.
So
I
it
have better
was
shit to do than
it
not
was
be
a,
asked.
it was a gradual thing, but you know, he hasn't been exactly you know fallen out of favor so much as just he wasn't being you know
Mhm.
given the time.
I would have noticed the tactician not being listened to, but wouldn't have taken a strong note because obviously I never saw him as aligned with me. So
Yeah.
just
Definitely not aligned with politics.
yeah. So I definitely took note of that. Like, oh yeah, things that's not good.
He's not being hunted by the Joy Police, so
Yeah. I.
Put
Okay.
a smile on that.
have you smiled today, motherfucker?
maybe
Don't do good fortune.
maybe if I was found by the group, maybe I would have had some hand in trying to get him on board. Not directly, but like, hey, he's been slighted by them. If we can get him on our side,
That's right.
I would have thrown it around, but didn't know that he would actually join because I didn't think he would.
Right.
I make my rounds through all 4 of the providences quite frequently.
Alright,
Yeah.
how many-
I would have thrown it out to the people who approached me like, hey, you know, if you can get this guy, he'd be great, but I don't know, he seems pretty loyal.
I take great pride in my strength.
Yeah, I definitely would have taken your policies to a thought because you were a great tactician. You offered great things, and I noticed good things in the council. Unfortunately, none of them were focused on routes that I wanted to go about, but I noticed greatness.
Definitely treat, military maneuvers as chess. It's a game that I'm going to win.
What monk did you say you were going to be again?
Layer pride.
Ooh, okay, I see where this is
Shit.
Oh yeah.
So to add even more tragicness to my character, my weapons are now named after my son and 2 children. Or not my son, my husband and 2 children.
I was about to say son and I'm like, how does that work?
It's my son, but it's not my
They
child.
were all named Darren.
No,
Darren.
my
got
bow
it.
is named
I
Valen
got it.
for my husband, and my 2 short swords are Vera and Rain, but Rain like R-A-Y-N, like super new agey parent spelling of it.
Oh.
Not R-E-I-G-N.
This is Olaf?
I literally
It's
looked up like elven
this is
children
Olaf?
like child names,
And this
I
is
just picked
Olaf?
Yeah.
And
'Cause
this one right here? Let me guess.
child names
Olaf?
that elves have.
No,
They're
Jorgen.
cute.
Jorgen. Yep, that's a Jorgen.
Not to be confused with his brother Olaf.
My new friends Igor and Igor.
Exactly. That's what I was just thinking of too.
Where the hell were the
Zero.
weapons in here? I saw them
Okay.
earlier.
And now I just need to pick spells.
Now the time has
Oh.
come. Celeste.
I didn't have much. I
I'm
got
really
something.
bad at making characters quickly. I had
An hour
most
and
of
a half.
I've had most of this already set up,
How many answers
and
am
I still don't have most. Like I have I have things, whether they're
I mean,
accurate.
how much do you have of like their story?
That's the important.
Yeah,
Do you have a name?
Yes,
Okay.
Rolnura Proud Pass.
Okay.
BROLNURA.
Alright.
Dwarf name.
Rolnura.
BROL.
NURA. Rolnura.
Bolnura.
Roll. BRO.
Bolnura.
Rolnura.
I'm just gonna call
You
you
couldn't
bro.
just make something that's easy to pronounce, could you?
I did the name
We
generator
have
for.
Sven, Rosa.
Have I
Dwarf.
ever? Have I
I made
ever?
my first name. His name's gonna be Flint. I just
Flint. Okay. Rolnura.
Flint Westwood? No, just
Flint
Have I
Rock
ever
Liquor?
made an easy name for anyone? No. Outside of maybe Garrett with reverence.
He advanced past licking rocks.
he fucks him.
That's what he just told me.
Rock fucker.
Flint Rockfucker.
I feel like that's like a
So rock number.
derogatory term for like a
It's
dwarf.
rock
a little more
rubber.
class.
Yeah, rock
Oh god.
At least the last name's easy. It's Proud Pass.
Rock hopper? No, I don't.
Okay.
And sometimes, yeah.
I'm an ogrish bulwark fighter.
Nice. Wow, I'm shocked you didn't make your bulwark fighter 5'2" like you do with all your other characters.
As an ogrish, your Brogna she's a bigot.
That's a huge
7'2".
bitch.
I'm 7'2".
Okay. 7'2", like 900 pounds.
No. This is the first half of my life, so it's not that heavy. I'm
Yeah,
only
I got
275.
You're only what?
275.
275.
She's one of the hot
Damn, you're a
ogrish.
skinny ogre.
Yeah, that would be a
Oh, I
very
am.
skinny ogrish. I
I'm
think-
75, so I'm just about to start hitting where it starts turning over for massive consumption of food. Yeah.
Okay.
I was gonna say, damn.
On the first half, we're
Ogres are like a
trouble.
few hundred to start for your mind.
Oh yeah, I went on the light
Kunai
side.
was over 500 pounds.
I'm neutral good.
You go first. You're talking.
No, you're fine.
It is
Lola
crucial.
suddenly felt very small when she first met him.
Holy.
I chose soldier for my
Hard
background.
eyes.
Being an officer,
Okay.
particularly, I plan on having been in there for at least 30 years. Being 75, that kind of makes sense.
All right, so you've served military.
I have served a lot of
So you
military.
have fought in the war.
I have fought, and yeah.
All right, and who did you fight for?
Not for the Emperor.
Oh,
So
he's
you've got three other choices.
Yeah.
You could fight for
Well-
Unterland.
Well, my birthplace is Tol Curdywell. I don't know. It's the most west southern point on the coastline.
Oh, down past the Rockdeep Mountain.
Yeah, it's
Tol Cardwell. So you're from the Chernalt Kingdom.
that is where I was born.
Okay.
From the southern area.
Yeah,
All right.
tan as hell. So
She's a Southern Belle.
that's not how my character talks, but yeah.
I do encourage all of you to use an accent.
I almost was thinking about like a Russian,
That'd be hard
I
to
thought you
do.
were watching Jan.
but I don't know how to. I
Figure
don't
it
know
Get that Western
how to
accent
do
going
it
on.
without like.
Figure it out. It is not.
Sana, teach me how to do a
mandatory,
Belgian accent.
But if you don't, -5 to your rolls.
Well, I'm a rogue. I
To
can
shoot
handle
one
it.
is difficult.
I don't have much of a Dutch accent, but my parents really do. So I shall try to talk the way my father does.
Which almost sounds Scottish to me.
But
It
it's
sounded
do
like-
rolling
Sounds
R.
Yeah, it sounds
Yeah,
like
yeah.
a little. Yeah, I'd say more like Eastern European. Well, Eastern European.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. Give me a map, I could point it out, but I can't tell off the top of my head where Belgium is.
There's
Right.
a lot of small
It's
towns
practically
out
the
there.
Dutch. I mean,
don't
I
say
am
that.
not
I do have a
fucking
world
Dutch.
map on the wall
Tonight.
right
I
now.
want to see if they have their.
Hold her back.
Yes, the feats are in here, I do believe.
I'm
They share
deciding
a
how I
border.
spend my ASI right now.
That's not our fault.
We share a
I've
border
already
with
spent
Wisconsin.
one of them,
I
so
still hate
I'll,
them. I'm
I'll
just kidding.
trade you books here in a minute.
and Ohio.
Because I'm thinking I'm going to take
And
sharpshooter because it knocks them
I
out.
If I start to
can't
talk,
say
Yeah.
I'm just
anything
gonna
bad
sound
about
like
them. I have
Jester.
family
Sharpshooter is
from Ohio.
great.
Yeah.
Some
Probably
that
take
live
sharpshooter.
Yes,
in
Dad.
Ohio.
I'm sorry.
Jester
I
has
have
a
some
that
Eastern
live in
European
Indiana,
accent
too.
going.
Don't want
Yeah,
to
she's
also
very
take
Eastern, yeah.
Monkey.
It's funny, a lot of people
Yeah.
say like,
So
man, people tend to get
because
tieflings
of taking
like
that and how
Eastern
old my
European
character
accents
is,
for some reason.
I was
Good
talking
accents.
to Garrett about it, about taking flail mastery. I was wondering if you
Tieflings
would
all
allow
sound
me to
Russian.
do that.
Why?
Flail mastery is a feat for using a flail, but it isn't Unearthed Arcana. I have it pulled up on my phone if you'd like to read it.
Yeah.
Yoinkers.
If
I
I
don't
start
remember.
talking
Garrett
the
and I
way
were
they do
discussing
over at
so long
home,
ago.
it's
I don't
going to
remember
sound
half of it.
very
I remember
weird.
wanting to take it.
Is
Well,
there
it's
any
quite
precise
Well, yeah.
weapons?
I feel like that
that's a
would be my main way of going
Knightly
about things.
sword
And
is
the whole
precise.
reason why my character
The knightly
went into the
sword.
military to begin with
So,
is
you know,
once
I
my
think I'm gonna
character
go
hits
for
the
a
second half of my
draw.
life,
Are you using a
I'm
rule
trying
to
to
do
read all the
it?
time.
Sit down and make
I'm
it
not
work?
very
Gonna
good
be-
with accents.
Well, I'm gonna talk to
That
them
was the
about
whole reason my
Just watch a
character
lot of
went
Nick
into
and
the
Tony
military
videos.
originally.
Alright.
So you're from the Chernal Kingdom. Are you fighting in the
We're
Borak
watching the show
Empire?
Justified right now.
Yeah,
Perfect.
My travel,
And the
because
dude,
being born there,
Dragon
I
Ball.
traveled
Yeah,
north.
That's
So you
where
did
I got
travel
the character
north.
I
from.
traveled
Starts
north
with a
into
church
the
in
Rock
the
Empire,
woods.
and that's
Yeah.
So you
why
have
I
been
was.
fighting.
Yeah, boy
I
is
have been fighting.
I don't remember who the actor is. His name's like
But that's kind
Kevin
of how
really enjoys
Walton
him.
something.
Kevin, who
Yeah, I
plays
forgot
Boyd
he
in
came
is it
Justified?
Walton
Walter
Goggins?
Goggins.
Yeah, Walter Goggins. Yeah, I thought so.
By
One
the
of my
way,
favorite actors.
He was in a movie recently, quite a while ago, but it
Well, I
was
guess that's a one.
Diablo.
Oh yeah, you're rolling
So,
it out. That's unfortunate.
After I watched it, I was like, oh, that movie was pretty good. It's a
I've had
western,
it,
but it's
I
kind of a
have.
twist
It's
on
fine.
a western. And it's Clint Eastwood's son is in it. It's Scott Eastwood, I think is his name. And I was like, oh, that's a good movie. And then I looked it up on like, which was my first mistake, Rotten Tomatoes, and it got like a 14%. I'm like, why does everyone hate this movie? It's not terrible. It had a good
Rotten
twist.
I wrote down a list.
But
and I
Walton
was trying to
Goggins,
remember
Walter,
what the
whatever his
hell
name
it
is, he's in it, and he plays
So,
basically like a symbolism in this guy's head of like the devil. Yeah, he was good in it. He was like, maybe I'll take your soul.
Oh, or I could go for a triple.
That was a good movie.
weapon.
Right.
Do any of these have
Good
tripping
is
in them?
subjective. I enjoyed it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
I like that,
With,
but
my
That's why I
subclass,
don't watch
due
it or
to,
look
I-
at reviews
couldn't use it
anymore.
'cause it's
Critics
too
or
small.
anything.
Shield.
Yeah, I was
will
talking
allow
to
it.
Kevin the other day. I feel like
I will
how
allow it.
Okay.
Or you can rest it on my
movie
horse like a tripod.
previews, prequels, or whatever, they
did it where
reveal
you
too
have
much of the plot.
Yeah,
one,
trailers.
So I can
Sometimes.
Trailers, there we go. It's like this one with the Invisible
Now,
Man. I can't
question.
remember what the movie was
Yes.
called, but the whole
so if
thing
I'm
about
using
the movie is
a
like, is
two-handed weapon,
you're actually
can't
an
make mine
Invisible
on
Man,
strikes,
or is
correct?
it all in our head?
Oh,
Is it in
that
the
the
if
one
I'm
that
using a
they from,
two-handed weapon,
Handmaid's
requires
Tale?
two
I think
hands.
so.
Yeah.
But
Can
in
I
the
use my
trailer,
unarmed
they reveal
strikes?
that he is indeed real.
Yeah,
It's like,
I did
just
remember that. So
ruin half your movie. Like,
Yeah.
I can't remember.
you could also say, to be fair, you don't
It needs to be
have to watch the trailer.
This is true, but,
But-
YouTube makes that very
But
difficult.
YouTube makes it very
like
obvious,
a monk
yeah.
will use like a quarterstaff or something.
But
But
Right.
they're still only using it one-handed.
But-
Right.
They're
yeah,
strikes.
like anymore, it's like,
That's
and a lot
not
of
to
times now
bookmark.
people will like immediately they're like,
It's not the bookmark
See
I
what
need.
it
And
says.
I
this is
think
a-
that's
a
probably the
Marvel
case.
project,
Is
and
there
it's
a
in the
different
newest
spot for
phase. It instantly sucks.
The
It's like,
bookmark
have you
in here
watched
is
it yet?
bad.
Right.
The feet. Have to do.
Hey, Kevin,
Yes.
can I have
hoping
my
for you.
last name be Ice Shield,
This one brings
reminiscent
me
of the
back to the
clan
fighting
that my
train.
raiding father
Oh,
came
that's
through
also
on?
two-handed.
And it's oddly close to Chillwind.
Is it? Because I looked
Why,
at I
'cause
can
there's
go
ice
Flame
in it?
Spike. Like, that's fine too. Hold
No,
up.
Ice Shield is good. You can use that.
Heart Takers, this one as well.
Ooh,
I can
nice.
take that one.
Orphan Maker. Sorry.
I mean, that's
Yeah.
technically what they did.
The
Are you
Emperor probably
talking
has
about
one
with
kid.
your... Okay, here we go.
Tonka Ice Shield.
Can you use the attack action?
Or torn
I could have named my bow Widower. Or Widow.
Widowmaker.
Widowmaker. No, I don't want to be the Widowmaker. They made me the Widow.
Fair.
They are the Widowmakers.
Well, you're probably making some widows.
Oh, I'm making a lot of widows and orphans.
Of the Blood Moon clan.
I'm gonna go ahead and say, you know, for the most part here, even all the examples they give, you know, any kind of monk weapon you're using where you get to use your unarmed strikes also, it's a one-handed monk weapon.
Okay.
So if you want to use your unarmed strikes, it's gonna have to be with a one-handed weapon. Otherwise, you know, you can use a two-handed weapon, but if you're using two hands on it, well,
Right.
you would have to drop your weapon to use your unarmed strikes.
I was debating whether to use the catch pole because I like those weapons.
kind of want to do it.
But that's a
They're
two-handed.
ridiculous weapon.
Yeah, just
It is
you
a
know,
level.
just text
Mhm.
me via time and
Like their damage isn't
It's gonna be a
ridiculous,
little
but
No, it's-
difficult now.
But just
No, I have a
realistically,
Christmas
though,
sweater.
it is one of the
I'm like, it's
hardest
gonna be a little difficult now finding a
Right.
ugly
weapons to
Christmas
actually
sweater, but
use
Yeah,
and
yeah.
master. You're more likely
Yeah,
to
unfortunately,
fuck
I don't think any
yourself
of
up
mine
than you
will
are
fit you.
anyone else around you.
right.
Like,
So,
Good God, if you-
all
even
right.
like martial artist masters are just like, nah, fuck
what's
that
with all
thing.
these stickers?
So,
You're gonna beat yourself in the face.
for the sake of
I could start
like,
putting stickers on the
looking
back
through
of
these
this since I'm not
weapons,
doing
you
a
know,
design anymore.
how would you feel if I went
Yeah, I
with
tried
a
doing a
knightly
gloss on
sword
it.
but made it a
It's
dragon
kind of
katana
glossy, but not
instead?
really.
Would that
You
be
can see
acceptable?
it in the light.
It's sticky.
Oh, really?
Not through my
Of
shoulder.
course.
No, like
We are.
like you
I
hold it
kinda
like
wanna
that.
say
It's a
no
little.
for that.
Okay.
Okay, yeah.
I literally just did the gloss just to seal on the like
Like, as far as
the
like
the
monk
The lettering.
The lettering.
Gotcha. That's awesome.
Also,
I like
stuff
the
I would
felt.
count as a monk
yeah,
weapon,
it's not. It's
single-handed
okay looking on
katana.
that side, but I cut it a little
Jesus.
half long, half short on that
Oh,
side.
it's
But
like a monk right there.
Yeah.
yeah, Celeste, I don't know what the deal is with the stick-on letters, but I had only two P's in the whole thing, and then I needed one for deception, so I literally took an R and cut off the one
Right.
leg.
See, that's
There
the
you go.
problem I'm running into is most of these.
But because I was
Welcome
looking
to
at it
monk.
and I'm like, I have 3 words
5e hates it.
that have
Just
P in
accept
it.
it.
P in it.
I mean,
I'm
the
like, and I
whole
only have
basis
2
of
Ps.
the player's
Like, what am I gonna
handbook
do?
is if you can rearrange it into a monk weapon
Oh, same thing
do
with
that.
eyes. I ran out of eyes, so I had to
Double
use a
blade,
one.
double
Yeah,
spear.
there you go.
you're
I
still
mean, I
looking
only
at
grabbed
one
one.
d6.
Nope, they're heavy.
And
No,
those
you're
are
fine. It was
two-handed.
just the fact that they only
Yeah.
have
Count as a
2
monk
keys in
weapon,
a
though.
single sheet. I'm like, really?
So I would say because I think that's the kind of thing
I guess
where
P just isn't a commonly used word or
yeah,
letter.
you get the double momentum.
Yeah.
I think it's the kind of thing where I would, well, it doesn't say versatile. I would
Yeah.
almost give it versatile though. If you want to use it as a two-handed weapon, we could bump that up to a 1d8 or a 1d10.
Can you pass a wine?
The little bit that's
Otherwise,
left.
Give me
it's the 1d6
sippy
it
cup.
can't get you.
Okay. Okay.
How does that work for you?
That'd be all right. The other thing I was kind of
They
leaning
have a
towards,
big one.
barring
Yeah,
everything else, was just going
And
to
I do
chalk
little
runs, which aren't given as
drinking
monk.
that much.
But
I would count
You
that
don't
as a
live that
monk
far.
weapon.
I figured you probably
How
would.
could you? Yeah, how could you not have a chakra be a monk?
Right.
We got through the first
5e
battle.
hates
Mhm.
Nice.
Because that's the only other thing. Because I was looking for specific abilities that I would want to take from this book, and really the only ones that really played into the combat style I'd be going for are going to be something with either precise or tripping.
Yeah. They've got a lot of different sets for the fighting chain.
Yeah.
You were gonna use a fighting chain, weren't you?
Damn right.
Do you have any idea which one?
Oh.
Do you want a brutal chain, a hook chain, a sickle chain?
Or just a fighting chain.
Or just a chain.
I have to see what they all did.
Alright.
I think they're all a difference of damage
Well,
type,
goddamn, Logan.
and then
It tastes
The
like
Mo-
Probably
the-
brutal,
the
but
brutal one
I
is
like
the most damage. It's a 1d6.
Yeah, disarming,
I don't care
double,
about the damage.
entangling. You get reach,
As long as
tripping.
they've all got trip and entangle and like disarm, I'll probably take brutal if that's got all of them.
I think so.
The flail is
Yeah, I
in the
wasn't
weapons
looking
of
at,
the player's handbook.
I didn't like the fighting
Grim
chain
Hollow
for my
player?
guy.
Oh, Grim
in
Hollow
particular.
player?
Oh no, that's fine.
Uh,
I don't want to just shoot an idea down. If
Right.
anything, I'd like to try and come to
We
a
have a
medium.
copy of here.
But
Flip,
know.
where's
what's the
the
thought on a
I
tripping
have the
weapon?
campaign guide. Regular player's handbook. Xanatar.
Other than the fighting chain, I'm not seeing any that
Yeah,
are
welcome to
mine.
mine.
Where'd the
Yeah.
second one go?
There?
He saw that.
No,
Is that the only player handbook
no,
for
that's
Grim
not
Hollow?
one.
Noah's got one.
There should be another one, yes.
What?
Do you have the book
the
over
other
there?
Grim
The
Hollow
other
Oh, I think
Yeah,
it's. I
yeah,
thought
we're
oh,
looking at
oh,
one.
Yeah,
never
that's
mind.
where they're at. Okay.
I was like, where'd it go?
You can have.
There's no
Okay.
reason.
Because I was
I'm
just looking at the spell list.
I was looking at.
What
I'm
is
trying to
that?
remember the flail that I wanted to
Oh,
use.
I'll just
for
walk
the
over
list.
to
Actually,
Let me
it's-
use your house.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's a really good question.
I am torn between
You know what?
how much
We
is
have-
standing aside.
We
You have the
the
compendium of
on
human knowledge at our
Everything
fingertips.
you're
Yeah,
choosing
the
three of them,
Library of
so max out
Alexandria.
my
Hell yeah.
Or to get 2 feats.
Well, what depends on the feature.
Do you want to see what my cat was doing today?
I would say that you
Okay.
could take a single
He
handed
was sleeping
baton
inside the freaking
and give it
shade.
tripping
on
if
the
you're
side
like
hustle.
going for a
This is
fucking
what he
knee
was doing
shot.
yesterday. Staring at it.
Does
It
Mountain
wasn't even
Combat
open.
give you something
He was
your
just
class already
staring.
gives you?
That's terrifying.
Yep.
Looks like a staff. to me.
Right.
It got to the point where I looked
A
at him and I
staff
said, "What are
in
you
a
staring
shield.
at? What are you doing?"
Does your Grim Hollow class already
That's
give
stick.
you this ability?
That's
Not
it.
exactly that, but I can give my mount temporary
That's a quarter staff, bro.
What the fuck?
It's quarter staff with a sheath on your back.
Okay.
Cavalry.
I mean, that would definitely be good.
I mean-
Foxes are cat
Yeah.
hardware
I mean, you
on
have
the dog
melee
software.
attack- melee
Cat
attack.
software on the dog hardware.
Yeah.
If you wanted to use something like that, I would say that you give
I would
it
ask
tripping.
Kevin on that.
What?
Allow range, then go for it.
Dinosaur nuggets.
Otherwise, I mean,
Wine
There's,
glasses,
there's
mac
certain
and
things
cheese.
here that it's just like, okay, if I
Interesting
could trip
take.
you with this,
Yeah.
and I could trip
Did
you
you
with
look at
that.
the feet
Right,
of the Grim
right.
Hollow one?
I haven't
You know.
yet. Those two.
Because the black powder ones in there.
Like the military fork has
advanced
tripping,
proficiency to take black power expert.
the polearm does
Try
not.
and It says
What
you
do you
talking
think?
about I need advanced.
Well,
I
but
can't
your
trip
class
you with the
gives
fucking
you
longer
proficiency in
weapon.
black
Are you
powder.
kidding
Once
me?
you hit level 3, if you have proficiency in that, you gain advance.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll look through those again.
Yeah, otherwise, like, no one could get,
Put a little more
because no one gets
consideration.
that.
Walked away.
We're gonna ask the question. Yeah, after we.
Alright.
Your
Yes.
class is
Flail
built around it,
mastery.
so
I
you're
know.
able to.
Will you allow cavalry flail?
It is a flail.
and I have been with the military
Isn't
for
that how
quite a
gold
while.
works? Like,
Yeah.
if you want to use
Okay.
it.
I want to make sure because it's an
definitely
advanced melee.
I'll
So
definitely let.
It might
wanted
use
to
up
make
an
sure.
Make
bonus
sure
action, so I would
before
look at
the
that.
end of this session tonight, I'm going to
Celeste has the lowest.
ask each of you what type of weapon you plan on.
Yeah, I think that's in the base.
Because
Most of
I need to make the
Yeah.
weapon.
Hey Celeste, can I see that real quick?
yeah.
I need to look up what the loading
Just
speed
double.
So that's how you make
Mark that
crossbows
page
be
for me.
good, right? need
So you
a
serve-
crossbow expert,
Celeste, though, your character has served in the military
Yep.
Yes.
for
I
the last
believe,
30 years.
Yep.
It might be in the base handbook.
I'm just about to hit that second phase of the ogreish life cycle. So
Yes.
yeah.
Which faction did you fight for?
Fuck. What were they
Okay,
again?
Alright, so
Yeah,
you
the
didn't
advanced
fight for
rank
the
weapons
Emperor,
you can
is what you
definitely
said,
use.
right?
Yeah.
I can only use
So you have
Yeah.
the
The black
Nordenland
powder pistol, the dragon
Unterland.
pistol.
or Rawland.
It's not on there. So.
What's the difference between them? Because I
Like,
don't
definitely
know enough.
lucky. I mean, your amount of combat,
So-
if you're able to use it.
Essentially here,
The
you
only
don't
thing I have
have
against it is that it's first ability. It's not super.
let me flip
Yeah,
here to them. I can give you a little bit of an
Then it'll
overall.
benefit you
overview.
fully. If not, then
Then lucky seems
lucky
like-
guys. Lucky
But I
definitely.
kind of have to take charge. It's
Abendland, not
If you're
important
planning
to
on
you.
doing a lot of damage.
But I can even shoot past like armor.
The
Half
Nordenland,
and 3/4.
the northernmost
Well,
you're
area,
really good.
completely behind a wall.
is inhabited
Yeah.
region of lush woods, hills, narrow rivers, and sheer cliffs. The capital is the province of
To the
Pearl
damage,
Fort,
yeah. I mean, you look at the
and
one
a
shot.
city in West Ward
And also-
Nordenland that is it houses
True, but
various
sneak attack only
colleges
gets on
devoted
one
to
of them.
each
But you
branch
could
of magic.
sharpshooter them both, and yeah.
So Nordenland is more like
If I'm really confident I'm gonna hit,
more mage and arcana. You know, that's where
Yeah.
the magic of the Borak Empire is really centered.
Probably not for that, then.
Okay.
My main attacks that wouldn't
Like
Yeah,
you
sure,
heard the
sure,
reason
yeah,
why I
yeah.
originally entered the military. Like
That does not give
more
you-
like what's closest to the area in which I originated
Also, you
from,
would
but
improve the
traveled
range of your
towards the
pistols,
Rock
yeah.
Empire to deal with.
Yeah, sharpshooter
Uh,
definitely.
you-
Sharpshooter, lucky
honestly, I
definitely.
think
See
the
what
one
Kevin
that
says
would work
about
best for you would be
Batman.
Unterland.
Otherwise, maybe look
The
at
easternmost
black
region
powder,
of the
but,
Borak Empire. Unterland is a
yeah.
warrior society.
Yeah.
Unterland holds a particular bitter
Oh,
rivalry
don't
with
you
their
get
neighbors
extra
across
supplies
the
as it
Grey
is?
Spine, the Ostian Empire. The
That's
Unterland
it, right.
is the center of the martial
She got one
military
12 as well,
might.
so.
I got like
They they are considered to have the greatest
Oh, okay.
fighters, the best
So,
soldiers.
yeah, lucky, I mean,
Yeah.
can't go
Like, if
wrong
you
with it.
just- are like
So, yeah.
Shelby's
lucky,
character here
Sharpshooter, if you're gonna use
is
guns, I
a
mean.
renowned guerrilla fighter. You know, she didn't fight the enemy head on
I
in
mean,
the
if you
field
have, I think some of
because
them
they
let
would
you
have been
ignore
fucking slaughtered by
all
the
the black powders if they're
Unterlanders.
right next to you, it doesn't matter.
You don't fight them
So-
face to face.
Me, I'm like,
Yeah.
alright, I'm front line,
Yeah,
let's
check with Kevin
go.
on that, and also look at
The
other-
the
the black
Unterland,
powder one in the
one of the most
campaign guide.
well-known areas that they have is the what is it? The city here
Oh,
of
yeah.
Ulstenburg,
I mean, that's,
which is home to the Academy of Swords, which is
they said at 18
the
or
most
19.
renowned and
You know, like,
well-known military academy in
I
the
didn't get
Empire.
access charisma to 20.
Yeah, I probably would have attended
'Cause I took
through the
medical
military,
instead.
Yes.
so
That's good.
yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, so you
My,
serve
my
for
saves were
Unterland.
easier to make by one, but I got 2 extra meta magic abilities and points. So
Cool.
I mean,
I need to
you're
finish
high
figuring out
damage,
points,
so
but I wonder right
and you're
now.
gonna always be going at advantage if possible. I mean,
Alright.
because your mount moves for you, you can always use your bonus action. to take
Perfect.
damage, so.
And what event, what deeds
Alright, thanks.
did Brolmra commit that led
Would you like to
the
see
conspirators to
Yeah, I
take
more or less
notice of
know
this
what
warrior?
Sorry, my bad.
Mainly due to the fact that I'm ogreish.
Just you
Most
fucking big.
Well, it's not that in particular. It's due to the fact that ogreish are so rare. Usually they're the consulted people of who to talk to, and like if something big's gonna happen, you usually talk to one of them. And if there's someone nearby, that is the best, but they go out of the way to find someone. I looked into it a little bit.
Okay.
Just.
None of that really gives conspirators trying to overturn an empire reason to speak to you.
I'm also the biggest and the most frontline fighter of the military group in which I'm in.
All right, so
The
war hero,
unstoppable.
war hero.
The juggernaut of their forces.
Yeah.
Like,
Yes.
Yeah,
why do we want
Hero,
them?
questionable.
Nothing stopped them yet.
yeah.
Hero is questionable.
War hero is different from hero.
Yeah.
You know, there's
Okay.
heroes on all sides of the conflict.
You fight good, and your side considers you a hero
Yeah.
for
I
it.
just I don't like to stop.
When
Let's
they were
keep going.
when they were looking for potentials, someone pointed at the fucking wall, moving forward, hacking people down with a flail, and they were like, "Yeah, we all like to stand by her." Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know,
For
features.
the whole size, questionability, due to the consumption of food that ogres has to go through, and the amount of military might that there is, I didn't rank up high enough, fast enough to be able to consume the amount that I should have been. That's why I'm small.
Oh, couldn't. No,
Lack of.
Plus,
couldn't afford it.
there's a war going on, and you don't have the time to sit down and eat whenever you wanted to.
Rations
mean-
keep
War-
you alive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You had to keep fighting. You didn't have time to sit down and feast. There's a campaign going on, damn it.
That's right.
But basic stuff for mine.
All Grimhollow Sunflower.
What would a repeater slinger
And
look like?
race for me.
There's a repeater slinger. I just don't know how that would work.
Okay, so attack bonus would be. I suck with figuring out attack bonuses. I think that's why I switched.
Proficiency.
Damn, there's some really cool ones.
Proficiency,
Strength.
strength.
I suppose you've been looking at them though.
What?
You've been looking at them. There's really
Wait.
cool weapons on here.
Is that
Right.
This one has
It's a panther.
versatile.
Oh god, Art
Is that-
You did one
It's a
of
Huh?
rescue. Aura blast.
Okay.
Right.
1d8 to
Keep in mind
D10.
also that
He just keeps
okay.
going.
Every cat does that.
the idea, Garrett and I were talking at work here, and we toyed around a little bit with the idea of, yes, if you guys are okay with it, you know, you guys are creating these characters now, but, you know, they're taking place in this historic event that is going to play a very large role in our own ongoing homebrew campaigns that we have. So, in the future, you know, those of you who survive, those, you know, if you guys are okay with it, those could be NPCs that exist within the world somewhere, you know, not
Or at least
necessarily,
histories.
yeah, not necessarily characters that you control or anything, but, you know, they could still exist somewhere in the world.
How much further into the future is our current campaign with Garrett?
I think it's 70, right?
7?
Roughly, you know, we
Okay.
haven't really narrowed down a totally, you know, exact timeline, but
Okay.
That's enough for like a whole
it's 70
generation.
years from my campaign at least.
Okay. I'm thinking about like my character. I'd be cool with it, but I think he'd probably be dead whether he makes it or not.
Yeah, well, it's,
Yeah.
there's, you know, those of you who survive could still exist, and those of you who are dead could definitely still exist somewhere.
That's also true.
If my character lives, I would be 168, which isn't technically on the foot in the grave for a dreamer, but still, she's an old woman.
It's up there.
I mean, unless I was 10, I would definitely be on my deathbed if it were 70 years in the
Yeah,
future.
Admittedly, I was expecting more, you know, like the dwarf could still be alive.
Yeah.
If he hasn't buddy yet.
Gnomes
My half-orc
would still
does
be
not.
alive.
The humans
half
would-
orc probably not. You
No,
got about
they
50
have-
good years on you anyway.
75 is a really fucking old orc.
I'm
That
I'm
is
kind
so
of
weird
thinking
that
with
orcs
his
live so-
mentality.
You'd think they live longer
Part
with
of
their
why I
strong body.
spoke
Yeah,
up
right.
now is like,
That's strange.
although
Because
his
they-
body
long
is
do,
in
like,
decent
full-blooded
shape,
orcs live for?
Ooh, full-blooded, I
and
don't
he's
know.
nimble yet, he knows he's
Half-orcs
getting up there
mature
in
old.
age.
Yeah.
It's
And he's like,
the human
At this
ruling
point in
the
time,
world.
I don't have the time to play the long game. I need to speak up
my
now.
critter would definitely be
Part
dead.
of like
Yeah,
this
human,
fleetingness
no way.
of
Well, she's
life
42 to
is
begin
what's
with.
leading
Yeah,
me
she
to
would-
act
she
more
needs some
now.
micromanagement.
Otherwise,
She'd
I
be like a
probably would
ghost
have been a
if she
more
was
passive
back or
council
has
member
some deal
for
with the
years
country
trying to
guy
bide
or
more
whatever.
time, but
Right.
yeah.
I
Oh
bet the
wow!
economy
So
is
half orcs
safe
actually
of
live longer than full-blooded orcs.
How long,
Really?
The
or
average
how
orc
quickly
seldom lived
everything
longer than 40
deteriorates as
years,
well.
even
Yeah.
if it
Would
managed to
also be a
avoid
factor.
violent
Like,
death.
people are dying
That sucks.
every day.
Poor orcs.
I mean,
Yeah.
they have a very
They're,
rough
you know,
lifestyle.
every single
Even
day
the orc
Man,
trying
what
to
was
there
the
avoid
cost
is
once you figured it all out?
another
105.
Revna that is
144.
created. There is
Damn.
another
Nice. I had a few really bad rolls.
Yeah.
that is created.
I
You
got
know.
91 in the end.
That's why
That was-
you know,
so
you don't
I-
necessarily
I rolled,
remember
like,
that
at
event
home, And I got
because
one, so I didn't
Yeah.
roll them because I wasn't sure what the roll
Yeah.
was.
Right.
And then
Yeah.
Kevin was like, "Oh, we roll."
And yeah,
I'm like,
with
okay.
the state of
I got
things
a
and
little
my
bit more,
age, knowing
Yeah.
everything that's going down, it's
Yeah.
time.
So much cheers.
I
Well,
I
if you
have to
factor
act
in, like,
drastically,
your con
and
while each
yeah,
level
I
improvement,
took a step
then,
that
like mine.
instantly
'cause I was
told me,
shocked that
all right,
Rangers-
nope,
Rangers
I
get a
can't do it the
D10 for their
pacifist way.
health.
Got to get
They're
the fuck out of
They're
town.
like a
Yeah.
main marshal. So
Yeah.
it was more, you know, I would say your character would have been smart enough to know what you were
Hand me
doing.
one of those.
Mm-hmm.
It was more like if there are
peanut
dissidents
brittle.
out there,
Yeah.
The peanut
whatever.
brittle?
here is the
What's
flag
that
I'm
called?
setting
peanut
up.
brittle.
Peanut brittle.
Yeah.
Yep, this is my
So-
Aunt Marva's recipe.
Oh, nice.
It
Okay.
likes to stick
It's
together.
very
Yeah.
sticky.
Oh, here we go.
It's like a hard toffee with peanuts in it.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So Logan,
Not bad.
do you have a name?
Oh yes, Flint.
Teeth, yeah.
Don Kill.
Rock
Okay.
fucker.
Flint Don Kill.
Don Kill.
Yeah, his clan did not fuck rocks.
They made
They
love
were
to them.
known.
Weren't known for it. It could just be a dwarf thing.
Yeah, you weren't
They
known.
weren't known for it, but they did.
I built that wall. You think they call me Peter the Wall Builder?
He is
Fuck one
skilled at
rock.
these skills. So if that leans anything to the
Okay. And Sana.
Wow.
Tonka. Does Tonka have a last name?
Yeah. I
Truck?
told you. Donk, no.
Tonka Truck.
I
Ford
feel.
Tough.
do 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 do.
What is it? Go ahead and shoot our stuff first.
It's me sticky.
It's using
Yeah.
peanut brittle.
You take tiny bites.
Yeah, you don't
Avoid
cram the
hurting
whole
your
square in
and
your
suck
mouth.
on it. Yeah, you don't chew it.
You suck on it. so.
Yeah!
You take bite a little.
Wow, Sana, you
They're not
turned
serving
really
it.
red all of a sudden. What's up with that?
Are you breathing? Or?
Please say you're breathing.
Mm-hmm.
Well, there's
Just
two
like,
things that could be
boom, tomato.
that wine.
Don't die on camera until we're monetized.
yeah, specifically claymores. Nice.
Yeah.
May I? I have a really cool shield that resembles ice or snow of some kind.
Oh yeah, chill shield or ice shield.
Ice shield.
Yeah.
I need to pick my teeth for a second.
No.
Oh yeah.
I want to ask you, loading means that you could fire again if you have like an extra.
Sir, what's your
You
name?
cannot
Ford.
if it has
Just
loading.
Ford?
Yeah, but unless you
Sam
have
in the
the
background.
subsequent
Tough.
feat to raise that.
Correct.
That's one
Are you
thing
excited
I
for
not
season
take
2?
Black Powder
I
expert,
am.
because I don't have an
Super
extra.
excited. And they already announced
I have a
season
bonus
3.
action, but
Well,
that's my
yeah.
other pistol. That's
There's
like,
gonna be a season 3.
Yeah, it
We need
kind
to
of.
have a
I
watch
say,
party.
like, this is
That's a
pretty
run
good,
is season 2 coming out again?
but I could
January-
also take lucky. 'Cause I'm gonna
23rd,
pick structures, it
24th,
goes on.
somewhere
Okay.
right around there.
Okay.
Like, it's practically for my birthday.
Either that or I take.
It's for my
Structure
birthday
and
at,
get
like,
my dex times.
23 days.
Say again.
For like the
Okay,
first
that was
couple
it.
episodes, yeah, then
Bump my
I don't have
dex
to be
tonight.
dog sitting. So.
I'm not. That's what I'm on the fence of.
Right.
Alright.
I took the mobile feat so that when
So,
I hit somebody,
go
the
back
melee
through,
attack, I can
Get
run
this
away
nailed
without
down.
disengaging.
Got about 20
Very good
minutes
for
left.
monks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What type of weapon did you plan?
And
on
now I
using?
have a speed
Longbow.
of 65.
Longbow.
Hey, what?
Just the
speed
longbow
of
or
I do-
also the short sword?
I do have 2
Monks.
short swords,
I can
but I
only
did
do
take the
20.
archer.
I got a mount.
Wait, did I take the archer thing? Yes, I think so.
I might go faster
Yeah.
than your mount.
It might be.
I might use
It has to be a
my
beast
2 short
that
swords,
limits
but
my summon call moment spell.
typically I am a ranger, so I will stay ranged.
And
It's
yeah,
because
I wasn't
it is
popular
it is a
with the
thing
version
you know
actors.
known that
I'm surprised no one.
no
found them out
outside
there.
weapons can be taken into the castle.
Mhm.
There's literally magic that prevents that from happening. So it needs to be all the weapons that you guys are taking in are specifically forged by one of the conspirators so that they can be taken in with you. Sana,
Yeah.
I don't need a license to use
still
these
looking.
weapons.
Your fish just
we'll
disappeared.
get back to you.
No.
Noah.
yeah, you have stumps when you walk in.
Oh.
Okay.
It is time, sir.
Yeah. Alright. I will probably just go with the chakrams.
The shotguns are amazing.
Yeah.
I love them. My favorite weapon in Kingdoms of Amalur.
They are pretty good in that game.
All right, Logan.
I can use black powder pistols if you would let me.
I would.
Thank you.
Twould.
I want to shoot people.
I shot a man.
Just black powder pistols, no up close anything.
I mean, it wouldn't be his main forte, but he'd probably just have like a dagger.
Okay, use something.
Something.
Just
So he isn't punching people
Yeah,
with 8
just
strength.
keep a dagger in your boot.
It's
For-
also serves like utility purposes. It'd be great.
tie a
One
dagger
pistol
to a
or two
rope and
pistols?
I would love 2 pistols.
Okay.
Pew, 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 pew. I could be Yosemite Sam.
use it as my bicycles are burning.
Hannah, I'm
So is that your
guessing
accent you're
same
gonna do?
as
Is a Yosemite?
Could you open
up weapons again for me?
Maybe a
Oh, of
dagger or
course.
something.
We just need our pistols. Be sure to show these sword swingers who's boss. There it is, extra weapons. Oh, that's probably not in this book, is it? I let you down. I'm sorry.
Garrett.
Player's guide. Yeah, that's where the weapons are.
Brutal fighting chain and the sheets.
128.
Yeah, it's towards the back, yeah.
There you go. Let
Probably
me actually go to
different.
the list of
There's a lot.
Okay. Chakrams, could you just read me the damage that they are and type?
1d4 slashing. You can use 2 of them if you prefer not to punch.
Huh?
You can. They have the light effect if you want to use 2 of them.
And
Well, I'd only want one on at a time.
You wanna
Mainly the
punch.
Plus 3.
cavalry flail,
And it's 2060, yeah?
but I do have a pair of
Distance?
hand axes.
Oh, I
on
was
me.
like,
Roll.
that, no, that's not how much damage it
Nice.
does. Yeah, 20 for short and 60 for disadvantage.
I was also
Okay.
thinking about
You want me to get other
going
abilities?
Also, I was
Finesse,
wondering if I
light,
could have plate armor.
Swift.
I would say so.
Okay,
Level
returning.
15.
Technically, it
Oh,
says
so yeah, that comes right back
chainmail,
at you.
so I.
Amazing.
No, it's
Well, that's
these are-
level 1.
Yeah.
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 Let me check
You are
returning.
all, that's the point of, the
It's
level
on an
15.
even, I get it back.
I just,
This is end tier equipment.
Oh, really? Because I can only choose simple
it's restrained.
weapons?
I
Well,
mean,
that depends. What feat did you take?
Oh,
Any
so it had
feats?
changed.
I
come
still
back.
have to look through feats, but I wasn't gonna pick anything like weapon
Well,
related.
have you leveled up your character?
Yes.
Did you take any ASIs?
ASIs?
Your-
Ability score increases?
Yes.
So you took
We can
those
get
instead of
3.
feats.
Yes. Since we're level 15,
Yes.
we got one at 4, 8, and 12. 4 and 8,
Sometimes,
I increased my
Guess
ability
what is
stats. I
rogue
need to
die?
pick a
Why
feat
do
for
you-
12.
Yeah, that's what I did. I
Let
did
me
2
go find out.
stat.
Here, actually,
and
I'll
then a
just
feat.
give you
But
the
I want to
book
have
in
a
a second.
shield
Saving
and
throw 8
a
plus
hand axe because I want to use
plus
weapons
proficiency.
that I
Here you
know
go.
that the masses have access to,
Plus
like
con
light
modifier.
hammers, hand axes.
Simple weapons.
I can
Yeah,
wear
I have a
medium
teammate,
armor.
that's
Can I
pretty
choose a
nice.
medium armor?
Oh, and what about my armor? Because we're supposed to get high end tier. I don't know what my armor class is because I don't know what kind of armor I'm gonna get. I can wear light and medium.
Yeah, are we able just to
I
take
think
our own
studded
personal
leather is
armor?
technically considered medium.
Strike.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you're proficient with it.
I thought clerics were
Not all.
okay.
All clerics get medium, some get heavy.
Gotcha.
Yeah, yeah.
War.
Every
War-
clerik I've played so far had heavy,
Yeah.
so this is the first
Because
one
I
that
don't get
doesn't.
disadvantage on my stealth
Shit.
rolls with that.
I'd say so.
Sweet. If they get like white stronger
So-
spells or something.
What kind of armor do I get? And do I get a shield? Plus 2 or plus
You would
3
also get a shield.
is the magic shield.
Is it a magic shoot?
That's what I just thought about too.
Okay, and a
I
D8.
feel like at this high a level, everyone should probably have 1, maybe 2 magical items of some kind. If it were, a homebrew campaign that we were playing through up to level 15, you guys would probably have more than that.
So,
Studded leather then?
I have
If
that plate
you
open.
want
plate
this real
open.
quick,
Yeah.
quick set,
Studded
like,
leather is
1 to 2,
12 plus dex
and give
modifier.
us a level range of common, uncommon,
Let
There's
me
tons of other-
let me
but
look
that's light
into that
armor.
more.
Medium, you can
And
go
I will
up
do a
to
message in the
half
group.
plate,
I have
which is
one.
15
Okay.
I'll
Let's
put
do
a
a
max
message in the
two.
group chat.
for your dex modifier.
Okay.
Wait, 15 plus.
Max of 2. It's your dex modifier.
That could
but
very
I have
much
plus 0
change
to the
things.
dex.
Okay, then it's 15.
Are we
For-
doing
and that's half
transformations
plate.
at all? Or?
Alright.
And that's the best you can do in medium.
If you want to do a transformation, I will say up to a second level transformation.
Second level? Okay.
He's
Yes.
gonna be a werewolf.
Is that what you're thinking of?
No.
Oh,
Okay.
really, Aldi?
Is it abomination?
He looks to the screen. It's time. to
No,
get
I don't want to
dangerous
be an
for-
abomination again.
Right.
So
Because I want to play the other ones.
Seraphs are really fun to play.
Why would you want to be anything other than an abomination?
Because
They're
I've already done that. It didn't
amazing.
fucking help me, did it?
She does
Didn't
not
you do it
want
twice?
It's not my fault you forgot about your
No.
regen health ability.
I just got it.
No.
After cleaning up Logan.
That was
Fuck
me
up.
trying to save you.
Trying to
You.
save me.
I
I
powered
cleaned
you
up
up
your abomination you
because-
created in an inn.
I was powering up to survive the next.
I could get a.
Yeah, it
No.
If
didn't
I
work,
choose
did
my
it?
fighting when I
Because you
choose my
forgot
fighting
about
style,
You
I
made me more
could
mud.
do archery and get a
More
+2
mud.
bonus to my
Oh,
attack
great, I
rolls,
can
or I
reroll.
could do
Aldi?
defense and have a 17
Why can't you
AC.
be a
Nice.
good girl?
I will go through
I,
that.
is half plate okay?
She was gonna start walking up the table again.
Of course you were.
You said you were gonna go with a hand axe?
Yeah, well, light hammers are only D4,
Yeah.
so I'd say that's like my backup weapon.
Hand axe and a light hammer.
Yeah.
13.
That way, when I'm preaching in town, I can show people how to use these very simple
I'm
household
getting
weapons to really fuck up a
fucking good
building.
rolls.
You're the how
Is anyone
to.
using the Grim Hollow campaign book?
I can
I
give
am not.
you because I just have a stack of
You want
books
to
out
pass
here.
that down, please?
Yeah.
Logan's got it.
Logan's got it there.
Or campaign
Oh,
book.
give me mine back.
Yeah.
This is the
Logan was using
campaign.
it?
So is this.
Oh,
I had all
One
three
is Kevin's,
on
the
me.
other is
This
This
one
one
Gary's.
has
is
a
mine.
test.
I've got
There
this
you
note
go.
card.
all right. I'm
I like
just
my
letting
papers
you
to
know.
be
I rolled
elevated.
them all out. I
You guys
As
can
you
roll
can tell,
pretty
so
good
do
for my
I.
health.
I
I
have
promise I'm not
multi-level right
cheating
now.
over
There you go.
It's fine.
I don't think anyone's cheating.
Are you gonna not go
I'm
up
just-
to
Maybe
table
some.
now?
What?
I am starting
Are
with
you okay,
134
Ashley?
health.
I got eyelash. in
Yeah,
my
that's
eyeball.
that's a good point. Has everyone rolled up your health? Everyone's set on that?
I have.
I have.
Well, I've been starting to. Would we want to do it out in the open? I'm fine with restarting. it.
Everyone's.
I can
I
re-roll
thought
it if you
everyone
want
had rolled
to.
their health already.
I have-
No, I did
Yeah.
during the session.
I did during.
Yeah,
I did
just
mine
did
just
mine.
now,
redid
though.
it.
Okay, no. So if you want to go for it right now, go
And-
for it. I just want to get a base of everyone's health. So.
134.
Shelly, what do you got?
104.
104.
I've never had a character with that much health before.
Damn.
Well, we haven't
Same.
been this high a level
Yeah.
before.
I got the one
Sama?
kind of close.
105.
If I took the
You
tough
two just
dude.
can't stop being.
I know.
Next to each
Like
other?
I
literally,
don't remember.
so
I have that in
like I
me.
said, separated at birth by 3 years.
Yeah, I do.
Wait, how old
No,
am I?
you had 135.
No, no, no.
95.
34.
2 years.
Oh, we
No, in
re-roll
real life,
ones,
sorry.
right?
Yeah.
Yes.
No.
Oh,
I was
95,
born
okay.
in
Otherwise I'm
95, so
cheating.
like
I thought you were
27.
saying how old your character is.
No.
I'm like, in real life, Sana.
So 27. Almost 28.
Oh, okay, yeah, so we're almost
Um,
exactly 2 years apart.
Oh
because
shit.
Yeah,
Hannah, how much
January
health
to
do you have?
February.
turning 26.
91.
Hey, nice.
Yeah.
When is your birthday?
January.
91.
My birthday's in February.
Yeah.
They get
What
a
the
D8.
fuck?
Yeah, I'm in the middle of you two.
Yeah, you can get some good rolls with that.
So January or February?
February. Boy.
Yeah, I'm February 27th.
Garrett, what do you got?
125, sir.
Give me a 63 so far.
Yeah.
Alright,
Had some good rolls too.
I had a couple 8s and a couple 1s to back them up.
And Celeste.
144.
There we go. There's our fighter.
There she is.
You gonna take the toughness feat and add
I've
30
only
more to
taken
that?
1 feat.
My
I
sharpshooter
rolled
feat that I
all
took,
60 now.
I can do the thing. where I
Logan's
can,
stopping his health right where it's at. He just got a perfect 69.
Nice!
Nice.
Nice.
Have you edited your con?
You're gonna
to all
die
of these?
quick.
He's
but
not
nice.
done.
If you end
Yeah.
up with 77, let me know.
Alright.
Lucky sevens.
That means I can't die, right?
But my sharpshooter
Sure.
feat, one of the things that I can do.
I'm
with it
invincible,
is,
guys. Let me
Let's
handle
see.
it.
I can
What's
For
your
a D8,
modifier?
This is going pretty well.
That's
like a
plus
minus 5 from it.
It,
Yeah.
My
it's
attack roll,
it's
and
not
if I
looking
still
good for
make
that
it, I get a
77
plus
now.
10 to the
Yeah,
damage.
it's 73.
How many more times you gotta roll, Logan?
This is my 12th level.
Sometimes
He
your
rolls a
feats
2
can,
right
like,
now.
Really beef up your
I
character.
rolled a 7.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no.
That's why I wanted to look at
Right
the
past it.
other
'Cause I think,
specific
uh,
ones.
80.
Because I think Laura in Critical, I think with Vex, she had that because I remember the one shot that they did, she did that.
Damn,
And she got.
that really changed.
Um,
I'm gonna be
I
a very
think
healthy
Percy,
dwarf.
Percy
again.
also, but that
Yeah.
might be a part of the gunslinger thing.
That might be, yeah.
I'm trying to think
There
of
was
all the
someone
things I
else
need
in
to write
the
down.
Mighty Nine who did that.
I'm
Yeah.
failing.
I can't remember who.
It could have been.
All right. I took 2 ASIs and
Yeah.
the mobile feat.
Okay.
Because I don't know anybody
two
else
more.
who would have been able to.
Now, everyone also remembers, since you're all playing a high level character, you all have access to a lot of different abilities, skills, things like that. I don't know all of them because I've never dealt with any characters.
This means you can make shit up.
I was just going to say I'm trusting you not to just make shit up.
Surprise,
Yeah, take what you
surprise.
I am being upfront right now. I took the sharpshooter feat, and one of the things is that I can say that I'm gonna use it, and it minuses 5 to my attack roll. But if I still make it, it adds 10 damage.
Oh, and
Oh,
you check
okay.
dwarven,
Nice.
hill dwarf
So
ability. I remember what
just-
that does again. That
Read
affects my
over
HP, so-
your abilities, know all of your stuff, what you can do. That'll help out a lot.
I actually wrote that down before. he
I'm
gave his
trusting you guys
I'm
to
going to type
know
that out
what
on
your
the
characters are capable of.
Alright.
I
Dwarf,
think
hill
I'm gonna
dwarf,
have to type
Hill
some
dwarf.
words
specifically.
because,
Hill
it's
dwarf.
just
Yeah,
shorthand.
I also don't get
Like,
disadvantage on my
basically what
like
this means.
Dwarven
It's not
on the
Hit
range
mode
attack.
maximum
So with the
increases
freaking
by
longbow,
1
that's
and an
600
extra
feet.
1 every
You
time.
gain 1
Yeah.
HP per level.
It could
Yes,
be like,
so
hey,
an extra
like
15.
600 one of
away in
my
that
the
tower, there's a
Eldritch
guard
Contagion,
that's gonna spot us.
I wrote down when cast
Fucking
spell
sniper.
is bonus wisdom
Alright, I got it.
save.
What was it like?
Fail is
historically,
random
who was like
effect.
the warrior? Like what culture was it where they were basically like
Well,
fucking snipers?
for mine,
Monk,
it's like
with, like,
alright.
bows and arrows.
Like
Monk,
Weather
monk,
Storm,
monk,
I get
monk,
temporary hit
monkey,
points.
monkey,
Uh-huh, yeah.
This is one,
No,
I
no.
wrote down one
Well,
for
they
long
were
rest,
more or
and
less
it's
the
a bonus
ones that
action.
kind of perfected.
Yeah.
Living Shield is an
Well,
action.
I know that
It's a large group control.
Japanese.
Plus, I get
stuff.
temporary
yeah.
hit
There was
points.
also like
Ooh.
I can
there
do
were
3
also
for long
like
rest.
English
I get
bowmen
aggressive
soldiers.
defense.
Yeah, they were also very.
Which
Oh,
is
God.
a
That was actually
feature
the-
attack,
I think I'm not 100% certain, but I think the origin of like flipping people off
and
was
I'm doing
because
it in a melee
They
attack.
would
French.
cut off their
Uh,
fingers.
the
I can
if the French
expend
would
hit
catch them,
points,
they would
deal
cut
extra
off
damage.
their
Nice.
finger to so that way they
I
couldn't pull
also
a
have
bow.
improved
So
second
they would
wind,
flip
which
them off
gains
like
me
that while they were
temporary hit
like
points when
running
I gain
away from
health.
them. I'm
Show
like,
them their middle
because of
fingers.
sex.
that is the
Fun
most
being
British thing
healthy.
ever. First of all, they're against the French. There we
and
go.
then Protect Turn, I literally wrote down the page number because I think it's
I
too
have
long for me
proficiency
to
with the
write it down.
sitar.
Like, it's just one of those I have
course
to
you do.
reread it.
And
Yeah.
I have one.
But
That's
that's
what I
just
did
the
in my
sub-
The
stuff.
instrument?
spare time.
That's
Yes.
not
I don't think
including
we're gonna need
the
that.
regular fighter stuff.
You
God,
never
I should
know.
show you
Unless
what
you're
I wrote down
multi-classing with
for
Bard.
What
Barrett's
did you end up
campaign,
for
the
with health?
paladin I rolled.
120.
No.
It's 3 pages
Because
long of
Hill's
just
Dwarf
typed
gets
out
the
shit I
toughness
can
feat
do.
for free.
Oh yeah.
I know I'm gonna do that for this.
Dwarves are kind of
character.
cool.
I'm just waiting for
I showed
This
Kevin
roll
a,
gets a
video
lot.
on Instagram,
Like,
and it
with,
was
Garrett's
this
campaign
guy.
for
He was like,
Apollo, I
okay,
was
I'm making a
like,
dwarf
alright,
character.
cool. I've been
I'm not
doing
gonna do
stuff,
any
and then I
stereotypes. No
flipped
forging, no
into
drinking,
the
and definitely no Scottish
compendium
accent. It
for
said like
my-
2 seconds.
2 seconds later, Rockenstone.
Rockin'
for
stew.
my warlock stuff.
And he was
I'm
holding
like,
a tankard, and he was
well,
holding a
I've been
hammer
only
too.
doing, like, a tenth
Like
of
an
what I'm
anvil
supposed to
hammer.
be doing for
I
all
saw
this
that
shit.
the other
Like
day.
my
It was brilliant.
like when
Rockin'
me
stone.
or my familiar
Because they're like basically
Glorious.
kills a person.
freaking. I mean,
my familiar
why is
regains
it that
the shriek attack.
dwarves were
Which is only supposed to be
so
one
stereotyped
for
as having
What
like
class are
Scottish
you?
accent? Is it because of
This
Because
Gimli?
they are.
Because of Gimli?
Yeah.
Is that
Yeah,
basically
I'm
where it
upset.
came from?
You
Yeah.
done
That's awesome.
So I
think it
basically
was
I
even
get a whole
before
lot of
that.
temporary hit points to do
Just
shit
in-
to get more temporary hit points.
In
We're
D&D
going with you,
cultures,
laddie.
they're just,
Keep
you know,
Keep
like-
yourself up
Well, I
there.
think
Yeah, it's
the
basically
the
Let's
dwarves
go!
normally they were
It's not quite
originally like a
barbarian,
Norse
but, like,
legend.
it's a
I think the
I have a
dwarves
lot
were
of like,
so.
hey, I've seen some Eldritch horror
It just
shit,
kinda worked
and I can
out
make
that
you
way.
see it
They
too.
like to fight
Wisdom
and
saving
drink,
throw.
and then someone met the Scottish, and they were like, "Holy shit, better you."
Wait, if
Wanna
my
see God
character
today?
grew up
See, I
like
feel
where
like
the
that
dwarves
is the
like
combination
found
between-
the dreamers or whatever, dialect-wise,
Oh,
I
yeah,
would
you're gonna want the
probably
cat.
have a slight
Oh,
like
I
Scottish
mean-
accent because of being around
Not
dwarves.
if
So
it's
much.
Alas,
empty.
you would.
If you could change
you
your
have to do that,
fit.
from that little freaking.
Freaking
my
sound
God,
like
you pour, like
Merida.
not even a half a glass.
I would probably. pass
I
that.
get so
That sounds
embarrassed
pretty
when I
weak.
try to do do an
This
accent in
stuff
front of
is
people.
really
like, trust me, I've known everyone
Like,
here
it's-
pretty long
it's,
time. You saw,
I
not
think
as
on
long
the
as
back
everyone
it
else, but
says-
still very comfortable. And as soon as they're like, "Oh, I do an accent," I'm like,
Just
No.
remember,
I don't remember where, but I know it's on the back.
other people are also
7.5.
watching.
Exactly, and I don't
Yes.
want to offend
Pretty
anybody
low.
with my horrible
Higher
accent.
than
Oh,
most
don't
beers.
worry about offending the
Yeah,
guys.
except for the fact that
'Cause
wine
that's funny.
is like that's the minimum for
Rocket.
wine.
But with that,
Wait, is
it
this
is 9
sparkly?
o'clock.
Yeah.
It's slightly.
So,
It's ever so slightly.
next time, we will start the first episode where, what did I decide to name it? Heroes Assembled, Chapter 1 of The Fall of the Mad Emperor.
Heroes. The freaking Avengers theme starts playing.
I know.
That wasn't actually the idea, but
Why didn't you just do the hero squad?
because this sounds terrible.
Because by the end of this, we're gonna be the Suicide Squad.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, what is this about? I
Some
did,
of you may die.
and that is a risk I am willing to take. Also, I made a playlist for our Suicide Squad.
Ooh.
Yeah, we're not gonna be able to play it on stream, obviously, but
Well,
I'll
what
play
if
it
we do
beforehand.
disclaimers
Get us
before
in the
we do
mood.
it?
I feel like we can't even say Suicide Squad.
Probably not. No, that's a big. Yeah.
self-harm squad. I don't know what is it. It's-
Somewhere
You can't.
Yeah, Disney's after us right now.
Somewhere James Gunn is just like shivering. He's like, I need to sue someone.
Yeah, yeah. I need to fire someone from being a perfectly cast superhero. Sorry.
And we're canceled.
Man, we're gonna fire it. Nobody's watching anyway.
Curious.
That's what you say until it blows up in our face.
For our goals, is it gonna be
Dumb nerds
base
from a
level
YouTube
1
show nobody watches.
What?
for any
Suddenly
goals
we got
or anything like that on us?
publicity.
It would be the best thing for us.
I wouldn't worry about that.
Just making sure.
What?
I'm just making sure.
She said that very
Say
high. She
it's
was like,
probably not gonna matter.
You guys aren't really gonna have the chance to go shopping. So
Is
it
Andrew,
doesn't
you
matter
can't
how much
shop.
yeah,
you
just
do.
snap this in half
in
and
the
choke
castle.
myself.
My health is only 110.
110.
Oh well.
Oh, wait. I need
Garrett the Wire.
the campaign guide again. I forgot to write down
The
what I get from my
Deceiver.
backstory.
Garrett has a campaign.
I get the ability to act scary and get jobs. Utterly useless in this campaign, but
What does Logan need this for?
I don't know.
my free sword background gives me a
Did
power.
you stop the stream, or are we still going?
I'm still going.
Very
They
sweet.
saw him behind the curtain.
Outro. Outro.
Farewell.